Oh, hey, Odysseus. How's it going? Good to see you. Just gonna take a couple minutes while I finish getting myself all set up, and then we'll be picking up in Chapter 5. I'm doing pretty good. Just got back from shopping, just had dinner, so doing pretty darn good. Ready to play more Shining Force. I've been wanting to stream again for the past few days, but haven't had the chance. Just been busy. I had fish fillets and some broccoli and cheddar pasta, question mark. It was pretty good. Alrighty, let's get this started here. Luckily, I so far have not been affected by the save curse of the Genesis Classics collection. All my saves have worked fine. Alright, I did need to check. I can't remember if anyone died last time. Ken is still dead, but that's fine. Luke is also dead, and that's fine. Really, I should just revive them so it stops asking me. Tao is still dead, and that's fine. Chris is also not in the party. Okay. No, I guess I revived everyone before I left off last time. I just need to remind myself who we're even working with at this point. Hey, Kath. How's it going? So last time we picked up, finally, a full force, and we've got May, Pele, Vankar, Henri, Lo, Hans, the 2 archers, the 2 birds, and Kokichi. I'm doing alright. Excited to be streaming again. Been busy the past few days, so I've been looking forward to having a chance today. Yeah, unfortunately, so I think I mentioned, Nordicius was talking about this playthrough, that I can't use anyone who I've ever had in my party at the end of the game. So, unfortunately, since I use Tao constantly, I don't get to play with her this time. So, Henri is kind of pulling through. She's doing alright. It's definitely not the same as having both the mages. Yeah, so, I mean, Henri is great, but I would prefer to have both of them, honestly. Did I hear Landho? No, just wishful thinking, I guess. It is, like, I really like that they have different lines at sea, even though they're not interesting, but no seasickness for me, but I swim like a rock. Oh, hey, Johnny Rocket. That's awesome. It's really interesting because, like, you can play this game a bunch, and you'll end up using the same characters you like. So trying to play with an entirely different set of characters is... It doesn't seem like it would be as different as an experience as it is. It's especially difficult in the early game. Now, like, now that I'm in the mid-game, it feels a little bit easier, but, I don't know, it's interesting, especially the start. The circus fight obviously rocked us pretty hard, but now that we have a full force, things are getting a little easier. My least favorite character, let me think. The ship is surrounded by monsters, Max. Prepare to defend it. If I'm being real, I think it's Blue. It's mainly for the fact that I know a lot of people like Blue. For me, it's just that he feels like such a wasted character for someone like me. I don't like to grind. I refuse to grind in this game at all. And if you don't grind, Blue is just terrible. And it means that you're missing out on this really cool character because they make him so hard to use.
And for the same reason, I think Adam is my second least favorite, because he's just unusable at the point in the game you get him, unless you want to sit down and grind a whole bunch. Yeah, a lot of people really like blue, and I wish I could like blue, but I don't want to sit here for, you know, 10 battles babying the dragon. It's such a shame, because it would be really cool to have a dragon in your party, and I did use him in the remake, which was a little better. So in the GBA version, I did use him in Resurrection. I've never used him in Legacy, and that's... I don't know that I ever will. I definitely don't think I'm going to use him this playthrough, because he doesn't, like, fill any roles I don't already have filled. Yeah, what, like, notable characters do you have to miss out on, Johnny, for your playthrough? Did she not have the Robin arrow? The Elven arrow? That's still out of range? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's out of range. She can shoot the bat, though, so we'll do that. Oh, nice. Yeah, Diane's actually doing pretty good. Yeah, missing out on Xylo sucks. Xylo is awesome. I also really like Gunce. I don't know how popular he is overall, but Gunce is one of my favorites. Like, his movement hurts a little bit, but I just always give him the mobility ring, up until possibly I give it to Musashi towards the end of the game. This should be fine, hopefully. It's fine for now. Could use some healing, though. Yeah. Usually the mobility ring for a while, just because you don't have the turbo pepper immediately to use for that. I don't know how well Henri lives that. You didn't even know about Musashi? Yeah, he's pretty easy to miss. He's one of the ones you just have to be told exists, pretty much, or else you'll just 100% miss him. How much defense does Diane have? Because that's at 8. She's got 11 defense. Okay, Henri does not want to be... No, neither of them really want to... I need a frontliner over there. Yeah, I don't get to use Musashi or Hanzao in this playthrough either, and it's not my favorite. Because both of them are awesome. I don't always use Hanzao. I've used him a few times. I always use Musashi, because Musashi is a beast. Okay. I'll keep going over here for healing this side. No one needs healed yet, but they will eventually. If I remember correctly, Vankar was actually pulling his weight so far. Yeah, which surprises me, because I've always had terrible luck with Vankar. So, having him filling in for one of the knights I prefer is actually going pretty well. And then Mei, of course, is insane. My highest level UO by far. I've been leaning on her super hard. I feel like I could probably pick up the kill here. I'm thinking I'm going to wait until... Ooh, that's not fun. I'm trying to decide how long to wait before promoting Pele. Because he's good now, but I know he also gets some good stats later. Yeah, I've been surprised how good Vankar is. I always skip him because, like, usually... I think part of it's because by the time you get to POW, usually you've got, like, Ken and Mei, and they're already pretty high level. So having only one knight at that point, picking up Pele and Vankar has been really useful. Mainly just because Vankar doesn't have anyone to overshadow him right now, and he's just about equal with all of my other knights. I can't kill this bat, right? This is not the damaged one. I don't want Henri on the front lines because they might be able to kill her. If two of the bats hit her, she definitely dies. But I need someone to fill that gap next to Diane, because if Diane gets hit by all 3 bats, then she still dies. So I'm not really sure what to do. How much damage did Diane do to that one? She did 14 damage. So actually, if I hit the one on the railing here, then Diane should be able to kill it. So I should be okay. Oh, and a crit. But unfortunately, no one else can get in range. So yeah, Diane can pick up this kill. Although that still leaves Henri open to being picked off by bats. So I'm not sure I actually like that plan much. Attack by 2, defense by 1, HP by 1. Very cool. Hans does not have an Elven Arrow, right? You just got a Steel Arrow. How much defense do you have, Hans? Show me your stats. 8! Okay, so Hans is not a good idea. Block that space either. Oh, very cool, Odysseus. Hope it goes well for her. Have fun over there. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes at least. Alright. Hans at 12, HP 1. Hans, just get some attack, my man, please. Okay. Henri should live 1 hit. Yes. Now I need her to heal. Nope, she's dead. Goodbye, Henri. Thank you, Kath. I'm not... It's like fast forward features always seem good to me, and then I never end up using them. So it ends up being kind of wasted. I definitely appreciate them for other people, though, because I know some people don't like the battle cutscenes and whatnot constantly in this game. So let's see. Amon was the strong one. I don't remember if my power ring is cracked, so I'm not going to use it. But I will try and kill some bats. Nice. Yeah, Amon's doing good. Balbroy has been lagging a little bit. Punch, punch. 9. Not bad. Oh, double and a crit. Absolutely. 48. Gong, you are rocking it, man. Speed by 1, HP by 1. You know, I'll take that level up because you are being an absolute menace out here. Yeah, that's fair. Fast forwarding through the enemy's turns when they're doing nothing. There's definitely a lot of turns of that, especially early on. Kokichi... Oh, he can't go to the water, he just can't reach over there. How well do you live a Pegasus Knight? You got 12 defense, up against 21. Oh yeah, you should be fine. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Go, old man! 11, not bad. That's fair. Healing animation takes a while. You could probably also fast forward like the Laser Eye and Shower of Cure and stuff, obviously. Since those go through a whole bunch of units. Aura 3, I would figure... Well, not that you'll probably have Aura 3, but if you had Aura 3, that would be something to fast forward. Wham bam. And I don't know of anybody who ever gets Aura 4 in Shining Force 1. Because, I mean, having a full party heal is awesome, but none of the healers learn it until... Who even learns Aura 4? Because most of them don't learn it. HP by 3. Cool. But, I mean, you don't get Aura 4 until so late in the game. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen someone use Aura 4 in Shining Force 1. Because you would have to grind Tarasu and blah. As long as I don't get poisoned, my knights over there are fine. How close are you to a level May? Oh, very close. So you can pick off the kill here. I mean, hey, at least you can grind if it's something you like. Not my thing. Attack by 3 is sweet, speed by 3, HP by 3. May staying ahead of the pack. Pele... Actually, I kind of don't want Hans being totally exposed. If both of those... Oh, hey there. Crit for 31. Very nice, Pele. And an empty level. That's not cool. Bulb cannot reach... I thought there's... Did I kill all the bats? I thought there's one more left, but I must have missed. Yeah, it's surprising kind of how differently you can approach this game despite its linearity. Just between your party build and who you will or won't grind, and I don't know, it's interesting seeing how different people actually do play very differently, though you don't have like a lot of options, if that makes sense. Another empty... I have been getting terrible levels for the last bit. Not loving that. Doubled no poison? I don't remember if the conch poisons or if the shellfish poisons. Because one of them can poison, the other one can't. Max should actually kill this Pegasus. Yeah, he should. I feel like I just never used Pele because I knew everyone used Pele, and I wanted to not because he was popular. I was just being hipster about my knights, I guess. I didn't want to use Pele because he was the cool choice everyone used. So instead I devoted myself to leveling Arthur every single time I play. And I still, aside from this playthrough, I still use Arthur every single time I put up with the grind for my boy. Arthur makes me wish that they'd actually made, like, a Magic Knight one of the side promotions in Shining Force 2. Like, having Pegasus Knight as a side promotion is cool, but it's kind of sad to me that Magic Knight never became an archetype outside of Arthur in 1 and 3. Yeah, Arthur at the start is definitely rough. Because I always know I'm going to use him, I usually save those first few power potions and use them so that he's a little less painful. But yeah, he's rough to work with. I don't know what made me so attached to him in the first place. It's not like he has a lot of character outside of doing the laundry at the mage school, but I don't know. I just like him. There's something about his mysterious smirk that just gets me, I guess. I should actually heal Max. I'd love to heal Kokichi, but he can wait. I don't need Max to get doubled and die. Yeah, it should be 5 levels past promo. Because Arthur learns his spells at 15, 20, and 25. Or effective 25, so level 5 promoted would be effective 25. I really do wish he got his magic earlier, because it would make him so much better. Just because, like, his damage being low wouldn't matter so much if he got the magic earlier, so he would have that utility against, like, flyers and such. But unfortunately he doesn't, which stinks. I think he'd be a lot more popular if he got his magic more around, you know, level 10 or something. Actually, level 10 would make a lot of sense, since it would be right when he would be able to promote. So it'd be like, oh, he's a Magic Knight, like right at the time you're deciding if you want to promote him and make him more of a permanent whatever. Even though you shouldn't ever promote Arthur at 10, that's a terrible idea. Alright, Vankar, stab this man. Yeah, I would like him to have more MP. Yeah, like a difference of 5 levels in when he gets his spells would help a lot in his usability. That is not good, and not that it even matters that much. This battle is never much of a threat as far as I can think of. Is there anyone low can heal for just a little tiny bit of XP? Both of the boat fights, honestly, are usually pretty easy affairs. Hey, level up. MP by 1. Well, that's disappointing. Diane can't get in range. Who's gonna pick up the kills here? Oh. Don't do more than 10. Good. That was less than 10. Now you can do however much you want. I'm not afraid of him undying now. Oh, yeah. That's not bad at all. As long as I don't get hit by both of them again, which shouldn't happen. Pele! What are we looking at? You have 0 experience. You can't even reach the other one, so let's see if we can pick this one off. Nope. Good thing I left space for someone else to try. I don't really want to give it to May. Gong can totally do that. I'd love more levels for Gong. Nice. Gong this playthrough is making me feel a little bad for always dumping him at the first opportunity. He's actually been seriously pulling his weight, which is really nice. He's been pulling other people's weight. Another level for Amon. Attack by 3! Why are you amazing, Amon? The ship was damaged in the battle. We must repair it. That island over there. Thank you for destroying those monsters. My name is Shell of Waral. You can repair your ship in Waral. Please follow me. I've heard of Waral. We should be able to get the ship fixed there. Little boat. Goes to Little Island. It'll take some time to repair the ship. Try to rest and relax. Okay. Oh, we actually did have a death. It was, Henri died. Tropical room. Really? You dumped Chris early? I always use Chris because she has the highest physical stats of the healers, so her survivability is a little better. Island Hotel, now open. Oh, I think this is where the Turbo Pepper is. First, I just want to... Move, please. I just want to res Henri before I forget. Boat time. I love this little boat. It's so silly and unnecessary, but it's great. Welcome, Max. I'm expecting you. How can I help you? The Shining Force. Raise my woman. I'm actually going to just raise everyone so they'll stop popping up. I'm still not using them, obviously, but now at least they'll not pop up every time I have to go talk to the priest. I love the boat. I also love the little carriage at the very start of the game. Like, it's only used for that one scene, but I appreciate that it's there with the tiny horses. Yeah, this chapter is pretty good. It is a short one, though, for sure. I think the only somewhat challenging fight in this chapter is the next one, but it shouldn't be bad at all with this group. Save time. And just make a save state real quick for safety's sake. Yes, save there. Full screen. Yeah. It's... I love when Shining Force, like, drops the actual stuff from Metafa, on you. I think it's fun because every time I see people play Shining Force 1 for the first time, they just talk about, like, how generic the story is and stuff. And it's like, once you hit, like, Chapter 5, things change. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I don't know, and then they miss out if that puts them off of the story. Well, I guess, would you like to hear a secret? I think I'm missing fries in a reef. Call the hunch, don't tell anyone. So someone's missing, and you think you know where he is, but you're like, yeah, don't tell anyone. Seems a little sus to me. Alright, come here, King. Well, there's no law that says the king can't own a shop. How can I help you? Yeah, sure. What have you got? Do my healers have full... Oh, I forgot he has the Kenji? Also, that king is one of my absolute favorites. I just love the, you know, he just has a shop because he wants to. He obviously doesn't need to have a shop as a king and all, but he's like, you know, I want to. There's no law that says I can't, so I'm gonna do it. He's fantastic. That's going too low. Alright, and weapons. I think I have access to elven arrows here. Or is it assault shells that I have now? Okay, another elven arrow. So that's gonna go to Hans. Hans, can't hold it. So I, unfortunately, am not a big fan of Shining Force 2, but Zinc is pretty cool. I liked, I think in Shining Force 2 when I was playing, my personal favorite was, is Geralt the name of the werewolf in that game? I also liked Road, but he was terrible, so I couldn't like it too much. Yeah, I liked Geralt. He was cool. What do my knights currently have? Okay, they've got power spears. But they could use steel lances. Or they can use them soon. Only May can actually equip it right now. And her inventory is full. I guess I should decide whether I want to promote anyone right now. I like having the steel lances on hand, because if you need that little extra bit of damage, it helps. Like, I definitely know it's not usually worth it, but just in case, you know? Yeah, May can use a steel lance though, so we'll give her one for now. In case that difference of, you know, 3 matters. I know there's some skeletons in the next fight, and skeleton defense can be a pain. What are my bird people at level-wise? I'm trying to decide whether, I think from what I heard, Amon gets better growths unpromoted, so I'm probably going to wait to promote her. So no steel sword for her. I'm trying to decide if I should promote Balbroy and give him a steel sword. Because he's not impressing me, and I'm wondering if the difference from the steel sword would help. And I think he's supposed to get better growths after promotion. I think I'll promote Balbroy. So I'll buy a sword for Balbroy. I'm gonna leave Amon unpromoted for a little bit, just to see if I can get her a couple more levels first. Oops, no, I don't want anything else. I should probably promote Max soon-ish. I'll promote him once I get to the Michaela fight, I guess. Makes the most sense. Hello, I'm back, Friar. I want you to make my bird better. Yes, that will be Balbroy. Yeah, Balbroy wants a promotion. Now, Balbroy shall be known as a skill. And now he gets the stabby attack animation. Congratulations, Balbroy. Okay, so now... Balbroy, trade your longsword to Jogurt for the... Oh. Jogurt, give the sword. There's this hamster running away with the sword. Actually, Actually, Jogurt usually has a sword in all the promotional artwork. It's interesting to me that he doesn't actually use any weapons. But all the promo art has him with a sword. And Hans needs to equip the bow and arrow. Oh, I still read it that way. I think it's Bird Battler, right? But I 100% every time I see it think of Bird Butt. Hi, I'm Shell, or Shell's mom. Are you planning to go past the buoys? Yep. Courage. Could dash your bow against the rocks. Do you still want to go? Yes. Okay, be careful. It's the same way, like, I can only read Peter's unpromoted class as Funk. Because he turns from a Funk into a Phoenix. Even though I think it's... What is it actually? Is it, like, Phoenix Kid? It's, what, PHNK? But I just read it as a Funk. Oh, I needed to get the chest in Waral. I can do it after this fight. Yeah, Phoenix, which is so silly. I'm glad to see you're thrown from your ship. I rescued you. Strange doings. The water in Ring Reef vanished. A strange creature appeared. It might have something to do with the legend of a shining path that leads to Matafa. The legend says Matafa is the land of the ancients. Yeah, like they couldn't come up with two class names, so it's just Phoenix and Phoenix, which is so silly. I don't know. Hot Bird. That could be his unpromoted class name. Just Hot Bird. HBRD. HTBD. Hello, Skellington.
What are you doing here? I must inform the master.
I'm following you. We're playing tag. Alright. Let's see what we've got here.
I invoke a path before me. What? Shining Force. I was so close. So close. I shall destroy you all.
That's the Master Mage. He's got, what, Freeze 2? Question mark? What spell are you rocking? Freeze 2. It's hilarious that you get this far in the game, and enemies still only have Freeze 2 after the Marionette hits you with Freeze 3 in the second chapter. It's so silly. There's no casters down here, right? So I can just full face on. I'm just gonna head on assault this bit. I usually like wait around, but I think I've got the power this time. Oh, I've got the power. Nice going, Pele. And I actually have flyers to fight the bats this time, which I usually don't have many flyers. So this is a very flying heavy force for me. Alright, May. Bam. Crit for 23. Yeah, this team is finally shaping up to be something really strong at this point. We are a long way from our struggles with the church battle. Bats. Amon can probably solo a bat. I don't think I even have to worry about her. Oh yeah, she's got this. Hellhound. I've got plenty of HP, so do your worst. Oh yeah, that bark. Arf arf, 1 damage. Yeah, like I thought I was really going to struggle with this party, but really once we got past the church fight, it really hasn't been that bad. I've been surprised how well this party has actually gelled, missing so many of the components I usually have in my force. And the fact that I still have Hans, and he's sometimes useful. And I think that's because, you know, to an extent, I was judging these characters based on the little I've used them before, where it's like, you know, I tried them in one fight, they aren't very great, and I drop them. So actually using them and letting them level up, most of them are a lot better than I thought. Vankar, for instance, right there. Vanguard's a lot better than I've ever given him credit for. Alright, let's get Max a little bit away from the bats. Not sure why that skeleton didn't attack me. He knows he's just got it absolutely murdered, right? Yeah, I've actually used Ernest before, so I can't use him in this playthrough. I don't know. I like the edgy boy. Usually Ernest makes on my party if one of my other knights is underperforming at the end of the game. Because his attack growths are good enough that he can get up to at least dealing damage to people a reasonable amount. I will wait. I'm not going to throw Vankar to the worms. Balbaroy, what can you do with this steel sword? Make me proud. Okay, 10's not bad. I wish it was more than 10, but we can work with that. Now that said, I am still missing some of the characters I usually have. Like, I really do wish I had Domingo. Because Domingo's fantastic. Having Tao would be nice just to have another caster. Henri's doing okay, but I would love to have something like Blaze 3 at this point. Alright, finish this bat off or not. Never mind. I stand corrected. But I think Domingo's the biggest one where I'm like, man, I really wish I had X character. I think it's Domingo. Because having a flying caster like that is so strong. Not to mention how much the enemies prioritize him in his defense. Really? You've never used Domingo? Ah, Domingo is incredible. Domingo is the only caster who actually has like the defense to be on the front line and be okay. He also is like a really high priority target to the AI, so he can protect other party members because enemies will go after him for no reason. And then he'll just survive it. He's also good for like sending over to grab chests and stuff, since he can fly. Yeah, Domingo's awesome. I definitely think he's one where when you first get him, you're like, oh, he's level 1 and he's got one spell and blah blah. And then he is absolutely awesome. I always use him. I think most people who know about him and how good he is usually use him. Yeah, by the end of the game, Domingo takes like 1 damage from attacks, and enemies will still focus him over anyone besides Max, and it's just silly. Yeah, I mean, promoting him would be cool, but that basically means that since he's already quote-unquote promoted, he gets like the stats of a promoted character without being promoted. Attack by 1, defense by 4, speed by 5, HP by 2. Pele, will you level off this? Yes, you definitely will. Another empty level. I do find it interesting, actually, mentioning promoting Domingo, that in the remake, they made it so you can promote Musashi and Hanzao, the only other, like, 2 characters who joined promoted, and Balbroy's dead. But they didn't make it so Domingo could promote. Domingo's still just Domingo. Which is really odd to me. I would have expected they would have made all, like, pre-promote characters promotable if they made Musashi and Hanzao promotable. I am starting to seriously reconsider keeping Balbroy on the force. He's just been consistently disappointing. by 1, HP by 1, freeze 2, finally! Yeah, getting hands out earlier is pretty nice. Instead of having to wait until the very end of the game to get him. Okay, Emily can finish this bat now. Please. And thank you. And they changed where Musashi is in the remake too, didn't they? Do you remember where he is? But, because they made him pop up earlier as well. Gotcha. I know I got him in my playthrough, but at this point I don't remember where he was at. Because I only played through the remake one time, and that was years ago. Okay, not quite good enough to fight skeletons yet. Attack by 4 helps, though. Defense by 2. At least he should survive the skeleton. Unless I'm mistaken, Hanzo and Musashi were the only ones they moved. I think everyone else stayed the same. HP by 1, MP by 1. Yeah, I know, right? Ah! No! Why? Are you kidding me? Ah! You can't just crit me and then double me. From full health. Oh my... Ah... That's so unfair. You gotta be kidding me. That was... I disagree with that, sir. Well, I guess we'll go revive Bob Roy. No, I've from the start, I've stopped myself from save scumming, so I'm gonna live with it. It's just such a pain. Like, why you gotta do me like that, man? Everything was going so well. No, I don't need any other help. I thought about it earlier, but then I ended up not, and I'm just sticking to that decision, as much as I might regret it. Actually, you know, now that I died, I can go grab those chests, from the castle now, instead of later. Might as well. See if there's anything useful in here. I think the turbo pepper is one of them. I'm not sure who I'm going to use on now. Oh, the mobility ring. And my inventory's full. Max, you can't use the sword yet. Go ahead and pass it to Ken. And I'll also move this medical herb to Vankar, I guess. Who do I want the mobility ring on? I actually have to think about that one. Because I don't have Gunther Musashi. So I don't have anyone who's really hurting for movement. I was thinking about Henri. I wasn't certain. I'll give the Shower of Cure to Diane, I guess? Is she at 5? They'll also make it easier for her to go capitalize off of good Freeze 2 formations now that she has it. Yeah, she does have a move 5, so 7 definitely helps. So that way she can run up on people and freeze them. Medical herb. Doesn't quite make up for not having Domingo's flying, but at least it's some increased mage mobility. Defense potion. I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to save it for after I promote, just so I don't lose the stat bonus. That was just so stupid. Bread of Life. I like, seriously, skeletons in this game get the dirtiest hits. I can't believe that he did that to me. That was just mean-spirited. It's this late in the game, and skeletons are still just brutal when they want to be. Yeah. Get a move on. Oh, you know what I'm doing here. I'm here to get revenge on you, personally. Bet you that's the skeleton who crit me. Alright. Skeletons need to die immediately. Because I'm not letting that happen again. I'm also not letting Balboroy go off alone because he's worthless. Oh, yeah. That Henri speed, I'm liking that. Pele can't quite reach. Balboroy, I'm still gonna send Balboroy this way. I'm gonna send Kokichi with him this time as backup, so maybe he doesn't get totally smoked by the bat. Venkar, you can smack a worm with a stick. Do it. Hey, there we go. Okay, Amon should still be able to solo this bat, no problem, so I'll still send her that way. I thought I left her out of range. Oh well. Evaded, so it doesn't matter. Low. Diane. Alright, get in range please, and thank you. Boy. That means if I move Balboroy up there to attack, he's going to be in range of the Hellhound. Oh, Vankar's also in range of the Hellhound. No Fire Breath, please? 13. That's not too bad. For some reason, I thought they did 19. I'm probably thinking of the Chimeras. Okay, that skeleton. That skeleton's the one who did me dirty. I'm not letting him get anywhere close to max. Yeah, Vankar is the HP to soak. It's just, if it was one of the 19 Hellhounds, he would die to 2 of them. This is the only reason I was even concerned. I'm gonna get this pack down and let Henri freeze them all. Because she should be able to kill almost all of them. Oh, the Cerberus. Gotcha. Hans. You're letting me down, bro. Pele. Come up here. Hit this one. That still leaves 1 space for Henri to get to. Perfect. You can just stay. I want Henri to kill this whole pack. I know it's actually wasting experience, but it's cool. And you never get a chance to freeze to a group like this. Alright, see ya, all of you. Big freeze. And I crit, of course. Because of course. I crit twice? Do all the hits crit? No. I just got a crit on both the first 2. Very cool, Henri. Hey. It's very satisfying to see all of them spin around and explode at the exact same time. Amon just dodging like crazy. Eventually she'll get a turn so she can attack back. Diane. Balboroy's not going to get a level from killing that bat either. But Balboroy really needs the experience if he's going to be useful, so I'm going to leave that one for him. Please at least do enough to kill this thing. Just do 9. Balberoy, I'm kicking you off the team as soon as I find someone worth replacing you with. Maybe I do pick up Blue. Blue can't be worse than Balberoy is right now, right? Ouch. I'm just gonna make sure that Henri doesn't die. She's the harbinger of death. Yeah, Amon's been, like, fine. Amon's been super impressive. I don't know if it's just been good RNG for her or what, but Amon has been fantastic. Balberoy has dropped the ball every single time. Speed by 2, HP by 5. Kokichi. I'll let Kokichi get the kill. I'm literally giving up on Balberoy. He can get hits in where he can, but I'm no longer invested in trying to make him functional. HP by 2. I'll take it. At least you do damage. Just gonna hold on those bridges until I move. Pele can take the experience. I want him to get past 15 so he can hopefully get some last few good levels before he promotes. Balberoy. I shouldn't, like, suicide him. So I'm not going to. As much as I want to just throw him in there and be like, do what you can until you die. I shouldn't be this salty. But over here, we've got Amon absolutely, you know, racking up kills. Oh, Diane should take this fine. As long as I don't get, like, crit and then doubled. Hans, my guy, my bro. Why are you doing so bad? Alright. Gong can heal Vankar. Diane will shoot from here, I guess. Really looking forward to Diane getting promoted and having the assault shell, because she's been awesome this playthrough. I never use her, but she's been awesome. Alright, Hellhound's coming in behind. Henri, freeze it. Should do about 10. Oh, okay, or just crit. Why is Henri critting so much? This feels like a lot more crits than normal. But Lo should be able to finish it off as long as he hits. Good thing I qualified that. Okay, the skeleton's coming again, so I watch my back. Palin might be able to one-shot it. Not quite. Oh, never mind. He two-shot it, but he did in one round, so it counts. Speed by 1, HP by 3. finally a hit. It's not bad damage. Vankar, finish it off. Oh, defense by 4? Sweet. Okay, I don't want Henri to just get murdered by that skeleton. It's just too useful for that. Kokichi will just harass his backside. Oh, he'll harass it pretty hard. And low. Who can I heal? I'll heal Diane, I guess. XP. If Hans can hit this, Hans can kill. Go Hans. Nice. No level, unfortunately. I mean, I'm definitely not even sure if Hans is gonna make it into the final party either at this point. Just because, like, I feel like I'll definitely want to use Aleph, and I feel like Aleph brings more value to the table than Hans, even like when she starts. Oh wait, is there a skeleton left? No. Okay, no, we actually did clear them all out. Had a brief lapse of memory, like, did I actually kill them all or no? Looks like we're good. Get Pele back up to full health. Let's see, Amon need healed as well. Diane. Everybody's full health, I think, so. Oh, except Kokichi. That's because he leveled up. Oh, I didn't realize the dogs were going to come down. Oh, the worms go up, right? So let's see, I'll put May here. I think I might get another chance to blaze too, both of the dogs. Which would be pretty cool. I'll set up for that to be the case. So I'd love for Henri to get... Oh! Never mind, Pele is just out for violence. Vankar. I'll just let Vankar finish this one off. Sure. My knights are doing fantastic. Really, like, these 3 knights are covering for the majority of the party that we don't have. They've been fantastic. Han's moving on up. Let's heal Kokichi for a little bit more experience. Oh! Darn it. Bad menuing. I think the worm wants to run away, so I think Max can hit it without worrying about getting murdered. Yep. Sweet. Hey! Oh! Not quite far enough. Oh well. At least I'll hit 2 of them. And she still gets 1 kill, so her taste for blood is sated. defense by 1, speed by 1, MP by 3. Kokichi. Oop, nope. There we go. Don't want Mei to get that kill just because that experience is better served elsewhere. I also realized I forgot to check if my power ring was broken, so I should check that once I'm back in Waral. Hey Severin. It's actually been going mostly okay. Aside from the first attempt at this battle, a skeleton walked up to Max and crit him, and then hit him a second time. So I got crit doubled from full health and died. Aside from that, it's been going okay. I'm trying to decide if I'm willing to sacrifice Henri. And I think I don't think she even dies to freeze too, so she can probably kill this skeleton. I'm actually pretty happy with this party. The only people who are really causing me oh, goodness. I think I wanted Blaze 2 would have killed there. Balbroy has sucked. Balbroy has been terrible, and I'm honestly thinking about cutting him from the party next chance I get. Possibly in favor of Blue, even, who I also hate. But Balbroy's been underperforming, and Hans has been really bad too. Defense by 1, speed by 3, HP by 4. So Hans and Balbroy are the only two right now who are causing me real issues. Amon has been fantastic. Amon's been rocking it. She's just like solos stuff and flies around and doesn't afraid of anything. Mei is still fantastic. Her attack I wish was a little higher, but her defense is great. Pele is a monster. Vankar has been surprisingly good. I didn't really expect much from Vankar, but Vankar has been fantastic. So everyone in the party now is actually viable for the final party. So everyone I currently have is actually usable characters. So everyone's been getting experience. I'm kind of deciding whether or not I want to put more effort into Hans, whose attack isn't that low, but he's so frail, and Balbroy has just been consistently underperforming ever since he joined the Force. And it's like, I know flyers are a great thing, but Balbroy has just sucked really bad. Which is funny, because I know he's great in the speedrun, but Amon has been fantastic, and Balbroy has let me down every time. Yeah, and that's the main reason I've been initially intending not to pick up Blue, is just because I don't want to grind. It makes me not want to pick him up. I don't know if Mei will kill here. It's fine if she doesn't. Okay, cool. Someone else can pick it up. I didn't really want her to kill, but... Excuse me? You've got all these people around you, and you just chose to do nothing? In that case, I'll give the kill to Pele. Gotta love Strike Force 1's AI. Not enough to level? Darn it.
I was so close. The way to Metafa. Almost ours.
Max, I was waiting for you. I used that mermaid to bring you here. It is the voice of the spirit from the Pool of the Ancients. The shining path lies behind this door. It leads to the land of the Ancients. The key to the accursed door is there. I shall open the way to the shining path now. Domingo's fantastic. I'm very sad I don't get to use him this run. Actually, earlier, like half an hour ago, I was talking about how if there's one character I'm really missing, I really wish I had Domingo right now.
No, though it takes all of my remaining strength, you shall not use the path.
Rude, but okay. The voice of the spirit is heard again. Alas, the path is blocked. Listen, 2 things are needed to break free Dark Dragon. Dark Soul must get the key to the door as well as the manual of the seal. The manual is in Dragonia. You must stop Dark Soul. The seal must not be broken. Go to Prompt. There you should find another shining path.
Max, quick! This place is collapsing! Run!
Alright. I've never quite understood how that made the water drain and then come back. That's always just seemed a little random to me.
I was right, the shining path was here. Too bad it is now blocked.
Yep, too bad. Did anyone die? I don't think anyone died that time. Never hurts to check. Everyone seems okay. Nope, don't need any help. Back to see the king, cause I want to see if my ring is broken. Yeah, like the water physics are a little in that little segment. Amon, you got my power ring, girl. Is it broken? Sorry, Mr. King. I thought it was damaged. I thought it's not what it used to be.
Well, Max, your ship is repaired. Are you leaving immediately?
Yep.
I see. The payment for the repairs comes to 1 million coins. Will you pay it now?
No.
What? Well, I can't let you go without paying. You almost believed me, didn't you? I can't take money from you. I thank you on behalf of my people. Take care and be sure to return later.
Alright. More boat fight time.
Alright. Here we go again. We were just about to land, too. Go get them.
Thanks, Nova. You're such a help. Okay. No one up here this time, right? It's all down at the bottom, where we've got a gargoyle and more bats and conches and... no, are these shellfish? Oh no, these are conches. I think shellfish appear later in the fight. But for now, we just need to get down there. Does the gargoyle just have muddle? I think he just has muddle. I think Belials are the ones that carry bolts. Yeah, muddle. So I'm not worried about the gargoyle at all. Yeah, the shellfish appear down towards, like, right at the very front, I think. Yeah, Belials are terrifying, because Bolt can wreak havoc, because they almost always come in pairs. Not a problem for Amon. Yeah, this would be a pretty easy one to grind on if I were inclined to. I mean, honestly, the main criteria for, like, a fight being grindable in Shining Force 1 is, like, is there bad terrain? Because if there is, you never want to play it more than once. If there's not bad terrain, then it's usually reasonably grindable. Unless it's, the Elliot fight. Like, I would not grind the Elliot fight. But this, Dragonia, there's a couple others that are pretty good. Yeah, the Kane fight's pretty easy. That's the Dragonia one I was mentioning. Bulbazak is easy to grind ranged units, although you can also get good melee grinding as well. That one's pretty good. Okay. Vankar can fight this conch. Whack. Nice. No, I'm one of the young folks. I played Shining Force on Sega Smash Pack 2, actually. So, this game is older than I am. It's my favorite game, but it definitely is before my time, so Sega Channel was too. Whack. Nice. I need to heal Amon, because I would not like her to die. But both my healers are way back here, which is... Oh, there's bats too. I didn't remember more bats appearing, but I guess that's a thing. Balroy should be able to kill this one if he hits. Please stab. Thanks. Appreciate it. I still need Amon to pull back or get healed, or she's gonna die, though. HP by 4. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. A lot of the Sega stuff was way ahead of its time back in the day, and it's a shame that their whole... that they dropped out of doing consoles, just because everything Sega was doing was so ahead of its time. Yeah, I mean, I grew up only having, like, a half dozen games or something, and I very, very rarely got new games, so, empty level. I played this game and Kid Chameleon to no end. Those were, like, the games I was playing. Played a bit of Comic Zone, and then I had some Game Gear games, and I had N64 games, and that was, like, what I had. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, Pokemon Snap, Mario Kart 64. On the Game Gear, I had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, and a few Sonic games I played. And then I had, like, a very small handful of PC games. But that was... I grew up on a very limited selection of games, mostly old stuff. So even though, like, a lot of old games are technically before my time, I never had a current generation console until the Wii U, basically. Or the 3DS. I was always, like, super far behind, so I've got a lot of love for retro games just because I spent so long playing them. It's definitely one of my favorites. Just old games in general. There's just a certain charm to them that is harder to find these days. Empty level Pele, why? I need that bad dead. That's the same kind of, like, charm I try to bring into my own stuff as a game dev. Just to try and bring that old school feel that a lot of those old games had. With, you know, some modern sensibilities and improvements, but the charm, trying to leave it intact. Speed by 4. Oh, man. Yeah, Sword of Hagia I didn't get to play until much more recently. I actually, when I found out that there were Shining Force games on the Game Gear, which was only a few years ago, actually, I saw Sword of Hagia existed, I was like, I have to get it. So I got myself a copy on Game Gear and played through the whole thing. Sword of Hagia is fantastic. That and this are my favorite Shining games. I think it's hard to say if I like Deanna or Max as a protagonist more, but they're both awesome. So actually, my Game Gear has never worked off battery power ever since I was a kid. Like, I don't remember. I think we probably had it since I was 4 or 5, but I've always had to run it off of the adapter. I've never been able to play on battery power ever, just because it doesn't work. So luckily, we had a power strip in the car that was connected to, like, an adapter, so I could play my Game Gear in the car plugged into the power strip. Attack by 3, speed by 1, sweetness gong. Yeah, Sword of Hagia is fantastic. I'm still playing through Shining Force CD on the Genesis Mini, so I haven't finished the, I guess, a remastered version that Sega CD brought. This is gonna hurt. Okay, she can live another, hopefully. But I really like to make sure she doesn't die. Oh, that's rough. I still have basically everything video game-wise from when I was a kid, because A, I never got rid of anything, and B, I was always really careful with everything. So I've still got my Game Gear and all my games and the adapter and stuff. Well, I say I still have. I honestly don't remember if I have it or if my brother took it when he moved. One of us still has the old Game Gear. We also have a second Game Gear that doesn't work that eventually I'd like to repair. But I need to look more into it or see if someone else can do it. 'Cause I'm not super... I'm not that kind of engineering minded. Come on, Hans. Nice, Hans. Hans trying desperately to stay on the force. Attack by 1, defense by 2. Yeah, Shining Force CD has Gaiden 1 and 2, as well as some extra content. I don't remember what exactly the extra content on CD is, but it has some extra stuff. It has like a boss rush, I think. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Final Conflict, which I wish it had. Another bat. Okay, you guys are in a great place for Henri to freeze you, so it'd be real cool if you don't get a turn before she does. If you could just stay there, that would be sick. I do need this conch dead, though. Die, please. Yeah! Nice. Alright, Pelé. Really don't need them killing my archers either, so I'll block off this side. Nice. I actually didn't know you need a secret item to get book 4. I need to look that up so that I don't miss out. Alright, get at least 1 kill. Yo, Pyro Hedge, welcome back in. Which projects are you referring to, Severin? I'm always looking out for more Shining Lake projects. So I'm curious if they're only ones I've heard of or ones that I haven't heard of yet. So I'm honestly looking for like another Shining Lake game possibly to pick up after this. I know War of Valana, which that I already played on stream. Which is awesome. The one that Griffin Blade's working on. I know the Shining Force Central Community Project, whatever that was called, still kind of exists. Attack by 2, speed by 2, learned Quick. Alright, Quick is pretty sweet. Gong, punch a bat. Pow, very nice. 50, whoa, Gong. Slow down, Maurice. Diane should definitely pick up a kill here. Snip, snap. I really shouldn't expose Hans like this, and he's not going to kill there either. So he can wait for them to approach a little bit. I assume that's what they mean. I know that there are some things in the works, like I mentioned War of Valana. I know I've got a little game I'm making, but I doubt they're referring to that one. Since I assume if they were, they would know that's mine. And it doesn't make sense to tell me about it. Stab. Darn it. Shellfish appears. Need to get stuff off of... Oh yeah, that's Chaos Wizard's project. I don't know if Shining Force is actually in the title, but Adventurers Unbound is the name of it. Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with that one. Chaos Wizard has been a huge help with my own work. I basically entirely stole his work for the AI code in my Shining Force fan project. That's a good question. Bound to Sega's refusal to make another Force game. Might be able to kill this shellfish. Nice. Yeah, I think that the demo is available somewhere. I would have to dig around. Yeah. Like, I've said a couple times, even though I don't think the mobile game would have been great, it still makes me very sad it got dropped. I will say, if you're interested in, like, upcoming Shining style content, there is a Shining Force fan work Discord where there's actually a few devs who talk about their projects in there. Adventurers Unbound is in there because it's Chaos Wizard server. My project's in there. War of Valana's in there. So it's a good place to kind of keep tabs on some of the fan-created Shining Force-like games that are, you know, being worked on. I don't think any of them are near completion by any means, but it's really cool being able to keep up with everyone else's work. A lot of us share ideas and stuff there. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out... I can probably drop the link to it. I don't think Chaos Wizard would mind. I mean, if anyone is nonsense in there, I'm a moderator in there, so I'll just, you know, snipe people. Once I see what all these enemies do, I'll drop the drop an invite to it. But there's, like I said, a few of us who are developing Shining-like projects talk about what we're working on in there. Oh yeah, that's probably the one I'm referring to, where he's the owner of the server. There should be like a section called Project Channels that has all the different games being worked on. Adventures Unbound is in there, War of Valana, Paladin and Green, which is my project. But yeah, I think you found the right one then. Can't quite get a range. Yep. Then you're already in there and up on everything. I've been there for a while. Keeping up with everybody else's stuff. Although I didn't have my own stuff on there until much more recently. Don't kill Amon. Thanks. Might be able to get Pele at 20 pretty easily before I promote him. I mean, personally, I think the coolest thing about Adventures Unbound is that Chaos Wizard is making the engine for that game available to anyone. So anyone who wants to make a Shining Force style game will be able to just use the exact same engine he designed for Adventures Unbound and make their own Shining game. So hopefully in the near future, enough people will be inclined and interested in making their own game that we'll have an influx of a lot of Shining style content. Because I would love to see, you know, a lot of people pick up that engine and start making awesome Shining games. Speed by 5. Not a great level, but I'll take it. As if I could reject it. Not too worried about the gargoyle. I would like to have this conch off of max. I mean, it's never too late to start learning. Like, honestly, I was not great until I just decided, hey, I want to make games and stop. I kept putting stuff off until I was like, well, I'll start when I'm good enough, and once I feel like I've learned enough. And I realized I was just never going to start if I kept putting it off. And, you know, you learn pretty fast when you're actually doing it, honestly. Granted, you know, I did go to college for computer science and stuff, so I have picked up more things officially. But I've learned a lot just from deciding I wanted to do something in my game and learning how to do it. Just kind of looking it up and jumping in hands-on. Especially if you're using, like, Adventurers Unbound is built in Game Maker, which has a very, it's a very smooth learning curve. Like, there's a lot of resources for Game Maker out there. And that was actually what I started learning programming with, was Game Maker. So, I definitely feel like the Chaos Wizard's engine is pretty accessible, even if you're kind of a beginner programmer. I mean, I used his engine for stuff, and it was pretty easy. Gotcha. I would definitely say Game Maker is a lot more accessible than something like C++. I hate C++. I work in C# primarily, which is what my project is in because it's Unity and Unity uses C#. I don't know, I feel like getting started in something like Unity or Game Maker would be pretty easy, especially if you have a background in programming and whatnot. Like, obviously there's a bit of a learning curve when you start, but both of them are pretty accessible. Granted, Unity, no one's made like an open engine to use. I haven't decided if I want to make mine usable by other people at some point. But like Game Maker's a cakewalk. It's, you know, intended for people who don't know a lot of programming to be able to use it. And even its like proprietary language is pretty easy to learn. It's very basic. The ship's helm was destroyed in the battle. We're now adrift at sea. The ship drifted off course, lost at sea. What will become of the Shining Force?
Find out in Chapter 6. Because we finished Chapter 5, Gateway to the Hidden Shrine.
Do I want to record my exploits? Sure. Chapter 6, Descendant of the Sacred Dragons. The Shining Force finally reached the port of Rudo, far from prompt. Out of bed.
You're up. You were half dead when you got here. Glad you're feeling better. Be sure to see Karen before you leave. You're in Rudo, by the way.
Healthy eating, kids' wisdom, and many more books. The history of Rudo, village dragons, and people, and many more books. Ah, an important advice. Do not eat cat food. I am Karen. We need your help to the east of the town of Dragonia. The Runefaust army is near Dragonia, but Blue is all alone in the village. He's our friend, a baby sacred dragon. Please help Dragonia and Blue. Did you hear? Oh, well, that's the wrong here. Yeah, I heard about Blue from Karen. Please help Blue. All the children of this village are friends of Blue. Nothing is unusual. I can't read her note. Karen is in. This is Rudo. Sure is. Can I? Blue is a big baby. I'm patrolling to watch for danger. You do that, little man. Clean up detail Claire, Nana, and Lance. Grrr. Be quiet, Britt. He's a guest. Who are you? Britt? Oh, he's my pet. I'm Kryn, Karen's sister. I know lots of stuff. I read all these old books. This book has some great stuff in it. Should I tell you about it? Sure. The Manual of the Seal is a book that contains several chants. One of these breaks the seal on Dark Dragon, another renews the seal. The ancients used the second chant to bind Dark Dragon 1,000 years ago. The manual has been guarded by the sacred dragons for centuries. You must go to Dragonia to try and stop Dark Soul from taking the manual. Blue cannot do it on his own. That's because he's kind of weak. Long ago and not so far away, ancient times, and many more books. Dragons, the history of Dragonia, and many more books. I always love when games have, like, actual different text, like different book titles and stuff. I feel like it's rare that you have every single bookshelf like that, like you do in this game. But it's always nice. Yeah, Game Maker, so Game Maker you can do a lot of it through code. I primarily used like the actual programming side, and Chaos Wizard's engine delves a bit more into that, but the GUI definitely makes it a lot easier to work with. Both Game Maker and Unity being a little more GUI based makes life a whole lot easier than trying to write it from scratch. But they're both plenty powerful to make a decent game. I use Unity for work aside from my hobby projects. That will continue my journey. Gotcha. Just gonna drop a save state real quick, since this collection has a tendency to sometimes forget your saves. Although I've not had that happen yet, so... Okay, so I guess the question is, who do I want to promote people? Max, I should probably promote soon. Well, I'll wait until after Michaela for that. So then I can use the Sword of Light. Vankar... Pele, I kind of want to take to 20. And he's well on his way there, so I might wait for him. Henri, I can definitely promote. Try to decide. So Guardian Staves... Can Guardian Staves be used by both Vicars and Wizards? I don't really remember. But I can definitely promote Henri. Because in that case, I'll probably promote Lo as well, so he can have a Guardian Staff. Yeah, Henri wants a promotion. No, she's a Wizd. Congratulations, Henri. Yes, you can also promote Lo. Yeah, well, it's a promotion. Right, Holy Staff is Vicar only, and the Devil Staff is Devil Rod. Is a Wizard only. Yeah, I'll definitely search for everything. And I think I'll promote Vankar as well. I think I'll leave Pele for now, because I want to take him all the way to 20. But Vankar I'll go ahead and promote. Also because Pele, I think, has the highest damage output of my knights right now, so he doesn't need the Chrome Lance as much yet. Let's see, are you the weapon shop? No, you're the item shop. Yeah. Okay, yes, Henri and Lo can use it. Let's have Tao hold them for now. Interesting. No, I haven't messed with it. I've seen a lot of, I mean, I follow, like, a few programming-related subreddits, so I've seen a few things from it, but I haven't messed with it myself. Are you able to, like... I wasn't clear if it was something you could just mess with for free, or if it's something you have to pay to have access to, or what. It did seem really interesting, so if it's something free, I kind of wouldn't mind fooling around with it a little bit. Sure, I'll buy another Chrome Lance. It just takes all my money. Let's sell a bit of stuff. I don't need Gunce's Bronze Lance. But yeah, I have seen some really impressive results out of it. Gotcha. I might look into it. It definitely seems interesting. I just, like, wasn't sure if I wanted to devote money to it yet, because I'm not sure how much I'll actually end up playing with it, I guess. Not really sure what I would do with it either. Sorry for all the inventory management, but you know, Shining Force is. Okay, transfer stuff from... Who held the stuff for me? Tao. Yeah, Guts had the lances. It's going to Vankar and May. Equip everyone. I just have to say, I love the menu sound design in Shining Force 1. The menu swooshes are just so satisfying. It's similar in all the other Force games, of course, but it's so good. We're gonna just leave all the children alone. A few of us stayed. Interesting. Huh. World of Children, Encyclopedia of Play, and many more books. That does sound pretty interesting, actually. Dragonia, Land of Dragons, Children and Dragons, and many more books. Okay. It'd be really useful for, like, work projects if it weren't that, like, all my stuff is spread across a whole bunch of different scripts, and try to find where the error is half the problem. A merchant from Rindell. I can't do business here. Everyone here's a child. Troop? A troop. True? I mean, you can still sell stuff to kids. Trying to remember... I know. I can't use Lyle. I feel so bad for him up there, but I can't use him. He's such a bro. It bothers me when they have these like unique overworld sprites I don't think are used anywhere else, and you search them and all you get is nothing is unusual, because it's like there's like a pot of water here that I don't think appears anywhere else in the game, and I just want a little bit of flavor text, just a crumb of flavor text, please. No adults allowed. Go home. Get out of my way. There used to be lots of sacred dragons, but now there's only one, blue. Yeah, like, there's so much cool stuff you see in the world. It's like, I just want to know more about it. Please. I don't think it would bug me as much if it weren't for the fact that, like, clearly they put in enough care that every single bookshelf has different text, but they can't give me a little bit of extra text for the little random things with no explanation. I could see that. Holy staff. Oh, I should have bought a guardian staff for low. Why did I do that? Why did you let me buy a staff for low? Y'all should stop me. Yeah, like, I love little flavor text like that. I'm somebody who likes to look at, you know, when I play a new RPG, I look at everything. So missing that in this game just makes me sad. I'll keep the one guardian staff because I don't remember what Aleph comes equipped with, but I'll give it to somebody else. So it's not clogging Max's inventory. Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Heave, heave. Ah, what timing. I'm about to remove the last rocks. Heave ho, heave ho. Heave, heave.
That would be pretty funny too. I mean, I wouldn't put it past this game having something like that, considering you get turned into a chicken.
These Guardiana fools must be stopped. Kane's mission is vital. Attack.
Yeah, I thought Aleph came with a power staff, which is silly.
Max, you must quickly break through to Dragonia.
Alright, this is the fight that has both worms and golems that spawn, I think. I'm hoping I don't go... It's like I could move at a snail's pace and make sure I don't pass the trigger, but I don't want to do that. I want to play fast and hard. So... we might get golem ambushed. Worms and master mages. Okay, that's even more terrifying. And I'm going to regret my decision even more. Yeah, I think the thing is, like, this fight, if you don't know about the spawns, is like, oh, there's 3 artillery, and then this nothing at the end. It's... yeah, I should stagger formation. That's exactly the right kind of flavor text. Yeah, this fight is like... I don't know. I think they made them appearing spawns just because they pop out of nowhere and spook you the first time. They give you the gibbity goo and you die once, and then you're like, well, I won't fall for that a second time, ever. Oh, I forgot I had the lance equipped. I thought I was going to attack. Oops. Already might be able to kill an artillery. No, not even close. But Amon could definitely finish it off because Amon's cool. Yes, you can. I'm very torn on Shining Force spawns. So, because, like, I've played some of the modern Fire Emblems, Awakening and Fate specifically, and they've got spawns, but they always appear from either, like, the edge of the map or from a staircase, so you can generally tell where the spawn's going to be from. And even in the last fight of this game, where you've got those black squares that spawn skeletons. So I don't mind spawns if there's some warning that spawns will happen. Or like in my Shining Force 1 hack I was working on years ago, and then made like a short standalone game thing of whatever. I had a battle where like at the start of the fight they called for reinforcements, which, you know, kind of clued you into the fact more enemies were going to appear. It's mainly when there's no warning of reinforcements that it can really be annoying. I like to give the player some kind of warning that, hey, there will be additional enemies, so they can at least prepare a little bit. That does remind me, I need to add support for mid-battle spawning in my current game, though. I don't currently have any way set to handle that, and it's definitely something I'll need. I don't think I remember that sound. I only played Shining Force 2 once, and I never actually finished it, so I'm much less familiar with it. Maybe after this I should do my first full playthrough of Shining Force 2 on stream. That'll motivate me to actually finish it, having people who like Shining Force 2 in chat. Yeah, I think they spin when they appear in Shining Force 1 as well. Unless I'm mistaken. We'll find out in a second if that's true. I don't remember there being a sound, though. Oh no, it's not, right? I wasn't paying attention to how they spawned in the last battle, just that they did. Oh yeah, no, they literally just pop into existence here. Shining Force 2, it really was mainly just that I couldn't get into the story. Was the biggest part. I didn't really care about many of the characters, and I couldn't get into the story. I also got lost a lot in the overworld. I didn't like the free roamingness of it. So it's mostly for subjective reasons that I didn't enjoy Shining Force 2. But it made me never finish it. And it's one of those things where it's like, I always say I'm a Shining Force fan, but I also never finished the most popular game in the series, which feels a little weird. So it's like, I should finish it. It's been hard to motivate myself to. But I mean, now that What? I didn't realize Master Mages cause sleep. I don't know if I've ever been afflicted by that. But I mean, if I'm playing it on stream, then it might be a little more incentive for me to finish it. I don't know. We'll see. I might do that after Shining Force 1. Okay, 18, speed by 1. Maybe he's not going to get anything for his last few levels. Maybe I was entirely wrong about his level curve. This will not do much damage if I hit them with it. Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed the worm over the tree too, but forgot to say anything about it. It's really strange. Yo? Crit though? And it, oh my goodness. I was expected to do nothing to a magic resistance, and then we just double crit. Yeah, I didn't realize Master Mage inflicted sleep. Yeah, and that's kind of what hurt my enjoyment of it, Severin, where stuff like the dry stone and whatnot, where you just had to know to do stuff. I felt Diane was already asleep. Now she's double asleep. But just because I wasn't following a guide when I was playing through Shining Force 2, just the amount of time I spent wandering, just aimlessly with no idea what I was supposed to be doing, much less where to go. But it's like, I wasn't told what to do or where to go to do it. And it would just be like, well, I guess I'll wander. And it led to stuff where, like, I ran into the Kraken earlier than you're supposed to, from what I understand. And, like, that battle was awful. It took me, like, literally a dozen tries to beat. And then when I was complaining about it, people were saying that I guess I got to it earlier than you're supposed to, or something. And that's why it was so bad. I still beat it, but it was, like, it was miserable. And then I did what I believe a number of people have done, which is accidentally lock myself into the chess battle, while I don't know that I was under-leveled, but not able to beat it. Yeah, see, like, coming from Shining Force 1 where you never need to grind, Shining Force 2 is really punishing if you don't grind. Henri's dead. Oh, she's not. Yet. So, like, I don't grind, and I end up at stuff like the chess fight, and just having to continuously attempt it and die to get enough experience on Bowie to, like, beat the fight, which felt awful. Like, I would do the fight, get enough gold to res, like, 2 other party members, go into the fight with them with no money, get enough money to res 2 party members. It was just awful. I don't know. It really... I quit very soon after the chess battle, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Like, it's a hard fight in its own right, but the fact that you just can accidentally lock yourself in there makes it ridiculous. So it was soon after the chess fight, I believe, that I quit, because I was just so out of it at that point. Which sucked, because I had gone in intending to beat the game. Like, I wasn't intending to be like, oh, I already don't like this game. And I'm gonna play it but not care. But, I don't know, it left me with a very poor impression of Shining Force 2 at the end of my playthrough. Oh, end of my playthrough. I didn't finish, I quit. But, attack by 2, defense by 2, HP by 1. So I'm hoping that, like, if I were to play it now, particularly if I'm streaming or whatever, people will help me not get lost as much, and maybe be able to give me advice to make me enjoy it more. Yeah, that's how I ended up beating the battle too, was just sniping the king, because otherwise it was just not possible. Watching me get lost is the best part. Watching me get lost is the best part until I walk into the same overworld battle 8 times because I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. Which was also another thing I hated from Shining Force 2, was the overworld battles that every time you walked in that area would reappear. Which, like, it's great if you want to grind. If you were just wandering around trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, it absolutely kills your flow. Attack by 3, defense by 2. Yeah, I would have to restart entirely if I were to play Shining Force 2. Because I was playing on my parents' Wii. I was playing the Wii Virtual Console release on my parents' Wii. I think I already have Shining Force 2 in the Classics collection here on Steam, so I have it available to me. I just would be starting over again, period. I remember, like, nothing from the story when I was playing, aside from the very start. Attack by 1, defense by 5, speed by 1, HP by 1, MP by 2. So it would be like a half-blind run, because I remember almost nothing from the entire game. Yeah, if I knew the certain path to walk them, it wouldn't be so bad. But when, like, as I said, I'm not using a guide and I never played the game before. I'm just wandering around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, because the story hasn't clued me in on anything. So I'm just walking back and forth looking for where am I supposed to go, and I don't know how to avoid the fights. Yeah, you just walk through it a billion times, and it's awful. Going 15, attack by 3, MP by 1. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I quit after the chess battle, because I believe the Nazca ship is after the chess battle, right? I believe I got the Nazca ship. I don't remember how much I continued after that, but I remember doing the fight that's on top of the Nazca ship, like when it's on the ground, and I think I actually activated it. And I think that's about where I left off. From what people tell me, wherever I left off when I remember better, I'd gotten somewhat close to the end. Yeah, like, that's what I'd heard, is I'd actually gotten very close to the end, and then I ended up quitting. But I remember specifically doing that fight. So I actually got that far, which evidently is very close to the end, which if I'd known, I probably would have just powered through it. If I'd known I was that far in, but because the story hadn't really given me any clues as to how far I was in or anything, I had no idea. HP by 2, that sucks. And I think that's honestly the main thing that made me not finish Shining Force 2 was not feeling like the story was very cohesive. Where it was just, there would be bits of story, but I couldn't figure out where it was going or what I was supposed to do next a lot of the time. Like, it would feel like I was wandering to random places and the story was continuing. So it just made it feel very disjointed, I think. And anytime I talk about why I don't like Shining Force 2, it always comes back to the story. I honestly don't remember, Severin. I remember a waterfall with harpies at it, but I don't remember what happened there. Or if I saw whatever scene you're referring to. Yeah. But, I don't know. Whenever I talk about my problems with Shining Force 2, it always is, like, literally the story. And mechanically, it's obviously a fantastic game, and they made huge improvements over the first game. It's really just the story couldn't keep me invested enough, or even understanding what was happening enough to want to finish the game at that point. And it could be that if I play it again, maybe I'll change my mind. The most horrible archer ever. Yeah, I mean, maybe I will give it another try. And we're what, maybe... We're 1, maybe 2 streams away from finishing this playthrough, so I might jump to Shining Force 2 after that, honestly. Either that, or I finish Book 1 of Shining Force CD, and then stream Book 2, and then do Shining Force 2 after that. I'm not sure which. So I'm not sure. I guess I've got a couple Shining games to pick from for what I play next. I might, when I finish this one, see what people would prefer. I already know I like CD Book 2 since I played Sword of Hadja. 2 would be kind of my first actual experience playing through it. Chester is very Ken-like. I guess one thing I struggled with in Shining Force 2 period is that characters just felt more frail. Like, everyone felt like they took way more damage from everything. And I don't know if I was just underleveled or if it really is just things hit harder or defense is lower, but I would have people dropping like flies. Almost every single fight ended with most of my party dead. And I'm not sure why. You're right, I shouldn't be comparing Chester to Ken. My bad. Hey Ty, how you doing? I didn't pay attention to how much damage I did to that golem. Oops. Not enough. I'll have Ballboard punch it. Ballboy, you're trash. There's a high chance I'm replacing with blue, and I hate blue. Ouch. Oh yeah, Sword of Hadja, the level 3 spells are ridiculous. I think they fixed that in CD, though. I did finish it. I did beat, like, original Sword of Hadja. I haven't finished the CD version, or played the CD version, so... if I play through that, it'll be my first time playing through the CD version of it. Gotcha. But yeah, I played with the busted level 3 spells. It made some of those early magic bosses ridiculously hard. Although that conversely meant when you got... when you gained access to level 3 spells, you were also just as broken. I haven't even played Shining in the Darkness. I've considered playing that as well, possibly on stream, but I know it's supposed to be pretty grindy, which makes me feel like it's probably not great stream content, probably something I'll play on my own time. Ouch. Please stop punching Max. Who do I shoot? That golem's trapped. I need Max to not die, so we'll shoot this one. Shining in the Darkness definitely seems like it has some good humor to it, which is one of the things that's made me interested to play it, but people have said it's very grindy, which makes me like, I don't know if people want to watch this for 3 hours or whatever. So I'll probably play that in my own time, unless people really want to see it. Defense by 2, HP by 3. But I'm leaning towards playing Shining Force 2 as my next game, and then possibly doing Sword of Hadja after that? Question mark? Because I do want to play through Sword of Hadja again. I love that game. But I want to finish Gaiden 1 first, which I'm literally on the last fight. I just am a little stucky and need to finish it. I'm half tempted to restart it and play through the whole thing on stream, but I don't know if I want to, or whether I want to finish it. I haven't made up my mind. I'm very indecisive on these kind of things. I need you guys to not be around Max. After I got crit doubled by that skeleton previously, I just don't want to risk that happening again. Right, Okay, max is almost full. I can't get around. I guess I can heal Hans? Gonna go on this one because there's more chance someone else will be able to finish it off. Ah. If only I had a second magic user. Oh! There's another golem. I didn't realize they hadn't all spawned in yet. That's not my favorite. I need to get the ones off of max more than anything else. I don't want to have to do this fight a second time. We've already had one death tonight, and I'd really like to avoid having another. No! I keep forgetting she has the stupid lance, and I keep moving her away like I'm going to throw the power spear. That's 3 times in this fight that the chrome lance has screwed me over. Alright, just don't crit me or double me or anything, please. Okay, Diane hits these, right? Diane hits these. Don't scare me like that, Diane. Is Chester better than Rick? I think I used Rick during my playthrough, but I really don't remember. It's been years at this point. Are there as many knights in SF2 as there are in SF1? Because SF1's got 6 knights? 6 knights. Maybe it was Eric I used. I don't remember. I need to, at some point when I'm over at my parents' place, pull up my previous playthrough on their Wii and see what my party was. I know I had Road, who I know is awful, but I just liked him, so I used him. But I know he's, like, absolute trash. Brass Gunners are just too cool to not use them. Yeah, like I wouldn't count Lyle as a knight, because he's a totally different class. Once again, the lance. I keep thinking everyone's got ranged attacks when they're still holding my lances. When you say Higgins, I immediately assume you're talking about Musashi from from Gaiden 2. Nice, May. May is a boss. Well, Higgins being reused is a weird case, because his name isn't Higgins in Japanese. For some reason, they changed his name from Musashi in the Japanese to Higgins, and he is supposed to be the same Musashi from SF1, I believe. And they changed Hanzo's name to Rush in the English version for some reason. So you've got Higgins and Rush, who are obviously supposed to be Musashi and Hanzo, but for some reason they're not. I really don't understand why they changed some names in the translation and then some they didn't. Particularly stuff like Zappa, which is Xylo's actual Japanese name. I don't know why they changed it from Zappa to Xylo. Like, Xylo's a good name, it's fine, but like, why? Chris is actually not her original name either. Her original name is Chip. I don't know why they changed it from Chip to Chris. So there's a few weird examples. Obviously, Luke getting changed from Lug is a pretty well-known one. Or Rag, or Lag, or whatever people want to call him. You can transliterate it a few ways. Yeah, I think I prefer Chris overall. I just don't understand why it was changed, kind of thing. Yeah. I'm trying to remember, is Teddy his actual name in... Yeah, Teddy is the correct name, right? And Gyan is what they changed it to. Honorary level 3, attack by 1, defense by 3, speed by 6, HP by 2, MP by 4. Okay, yeah, I thought that was the case. Who is injured? Balbaroy. Of course you're injured. Take one of these and call me never. Alright, I think we're done with the golems. I don't think there's any that haven't spawned at this point. Now I just need to move in and finish off the rest. And I need to remember I'm wielding lances, so I can't attack from range unless I change my equipment. I don't think anyone's died yet, so that's good. Balbaroy, I'm willing to sacrifice your life. Now I'm extra willing. Okay, Henri has 1 blaze left in her, so I'm not gonna waste it there. I'll probably use it on the Durahan. Amon can kill artillery? Question mark? She can probably 2-shot it. Yeah. Nice job using that 1 heal level 4 you get on 2 HP. If only Shining Force 1's casters could use different spell levels than the highest they have. It would be a whole different game. Or at least healers would waste less MP for no reason. Goodbye, Balbaroy. Oh, or not. You live for another turn. Yeah, yep. Level 18 Pele. At this point, I'm just taking him to 20. Not sure how to interpret that emotion. Ouch. This might kill the artillery if he can hit. Nice. Had a lot of Hans misses lately. Okay, yeah, blow that on Amon. She'll be fine. She can take another. That's fine. Oh, does he? I thought he was an early late curve. Is he just all early curves? Have I been a fool? I thought he was one of those who got like good stats up to level 5 and then after level 15. But it appears I was probably mistaken. If only you were here earlier, you could have told me this. Defense by 1. Balborough can probably attack the priest pretty safely. Is she? Maybe what I need to do is go through my whole party and be like, hey, Cirrus, who do I need to promote? I mean, Henri's basically useless, so I might as well blaze here. I really don't know my level curves for characters I don't use. Yeah, just not very worth it. I have had like 3 dead levels for Pele this stream alone. So, he's definitely been getting, like, trash level ups. I 100% believe that he's got terrible curves. Yeah, Gong's on his way to 20 slowly. That's fine. Hans will live 1. Who do I attack is the question. I think I'll go after the Durahan. The priest can't heal anyone anymore, so he's pointless. So are you saying with Amon being better than Balborough pre-promo, I should level her like all the way to 20, or is she like high enough to be worth promoting at this point? At 16. Oh, I forgot to switch back to the Lance. Not bad. Oh yeah, Balborough is still up here. He's still alive. Somehow. I guess I'll let Amon get this kill? Question mark? Oh yeah, easily. Okay, Henri's got no MP left. So at most she punches people now. I guess she should punch the mage? I don't know how much she does at this point. Oh, man! Okay, I lied. Henri is far from useless. Henri is incredible. I'm sorry, I lied to all of you. Okay, Gong should be able to finish the mage, I think. And that might be enough to give him another level. Yeah, and I haven't even been using her in hands-on combat, so honestly I had no way to gauge her attack. Heal 3 from Gong, finally. That's awesome. Gotcha. I mean, Amon's at 16, so she's been grinded? Pretty high at this point. This Jurahan's defense is, very high. So I guess I'm promoting Pele and Diane after this, for sure. Yeah. Ouch. That hurt. Die. Attack by 3! Hans, my dude. You'll never beat Kane, shining fools.
Max, you must stop Kane before he finds the manual of the seal. Onward!
Okay, I don't think anyone died, so we don't need any reses. Is there a priest here? I don't remember. Welcome here to my humble shop. Welcome to item shop with wide variety. Please look around. Gotcha. Oh, there's one in the headquarters? Sweet. Is there a weapon shop here? Because I am short a Chrome Lance for Pele. This is another thing where it's like, I wish there was flavor text about what this thing is supposed to be. Oh, you're right, there's a lance upgrade here. Full of a took. I should promote Kokichi too. Alright. Oh, not raise. Promote Diane. Acher Diane shall now be known as a Booms. Now she can shoot gun. By which I mean when we finally find an assault shell, she can use it. I wish it didn't kick you out of the promote menu every time. Kokichi. Now Kokichi shall be known as a Skyle. It's like Kyle, but with an S. Oh, I don't have a Chrome Lance for Kokichi, though. Now I've got two Lance users being promoted. Pele, up here. Yeah, like there's obviously something there. Pele shall be known as a Pulden. I'm not the only one who like sees the class acronyms in Shining Force 1 and just pronounces them that way, right? Like, other people do that, right? That's not just a weird me thing. I'm gonna find the items and stuff before I save. As long as, like, someone else thinks it. Like, I obviously don't say it out loud when I'm just playing on my own, but, like, every time I see it, I can't help thinking it that way. It's so weird to me that... Is it Shining Force 2 that changed KNT to KNTE? I will never understand where that E came from. I also definitely say thief instead of thief. Yeah, right? Like, I need some more flavor text in my life. Who do I give the halberd to? I don't think May needs it. Vankar has my lowest damage of the 3 knights. Or do I give it to Kokichi for flying casting? I think Kokichi has the lowest damage, so I think I give it to Kokichi so that he can go bolt people. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Vankar is doing okay damage. Kokichi's falling behind. Diary of Blue's mother. Blue is such a crybaby. He's not like the other dragons. I'm not like other dragons. Diary of Blue's mother. I found steps in the corner of the room. Blue made them. I will actually equip Kokichi before I forget. It's not like other dragons. It's true. I'm not like other dragons. I suck.
Hey, go away. I don't want to fight, okay? Just go away.
I did see your message soon enough, Cirrus. Alright, Pele can deal one battle without Chrome Lance. He'll just deal with the Power Spear. You see a bust of Blue's long-lost lover that dumped him, causing him to be a crybaby. Yes, exactly.
Blue, this person is our friend. He's here to help. Stop shaking, you baby. Oh, Karen, you are so mean.
I was worried about Blue, so I followed you. I really think he's hopeless. I am disappointed in you, Blue.
Help, help, Blue, Max. That's Karen's voice.
Yeah, but what was in this chest, though? A sharp cure, but can't carry it. Okay, input. Do we take Blue? If we take Blue, he's either replacing Hans or... Hans or Balbaroy. I guess maybe I should go back to HQ and we can look at stats. Because both Hans and Balbaroy are kind of like on the verge. Although Hans just got his attack levels. Like Hans is high enough level, he's actually going to be good.
Well, Dragon, if you want to save this girl, open that shrine door.
Blue, don't listen to him. Remember that you're a sacred dragon. Karen, no!
What are you going to do about it, crybaby dragon?
Blue spews fire.
Arrgh.
I guess not, because I'm not going to regress. It's probably not worth taking him.
I'm not very confident yet, but I'll try my best. Blue joins the Shining Force. Now it's the Crying Force. I'll be at headquarters.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, Balbaroy is super frail, but at least he's hitting for some damage. I'll return to Rudo. I have to tell everybody that Blue found his courage. Yeah, I think it's probably best if I stick with the team as is. Like, I'm not super happy with Balbaroy, but he's better than nothing. And that would be what Blue is right now. Still wish I'd given myself time to go buy a Chrome Lance, but never lucky. Yeah, I just don't want to grind. I refuse to grind in this game because it's so unnecessary. So I probably won't. Hi again, this is Dragonia, so where are all the dragons? I want the chest behind you. I love you, Boken, but I need you to move. Just go up. There we go. And one more. Thank you. Oh. Give somebody else the Shower of Cure. Does anyone in my party have extra space still? Break the statue to get Blue over being dumped. That'd be perfect. Okay, he doesn't need the Power Spear anymore. I don't think. Is the halberd ranged or is it not? No, I'm here for the fake lore. I'm digging it. History of Dragons Part 1. Though strong, but we also have weak points. That's right, halberd's a lance. History of Dragons Part 2. Our numbers decrease. Soon we'll be no more. It always throws me off that the halberd's a lance. I always think that it's treated as a spear, but it's not. Kokichi can drop his herb then. Yeah, I 100% always think it's a spear. We'll have to see if one of these days I come back and actually use Blue. I have never used him in the original game. Is the halberd a spear in SF2? That would make sense. It would make sense if it was a spear in this game. That's a lance in SF2 as well. I really don't understand why. It's so much more spear-like. You should be able to chuck that sucker. Dragon's mission, to protect the manual of the seal from evil. I like how they just like have a book that's like, by the way, our mission is to protect the seal. Like they're gonna forget.
Remember me, Max, Kane of Runefast, ready for your last fight. Go back to your headquarters and get ready, then you'll meet your doom.
Alright, time to go back and save and then punch Kane in the face. Yeah, that's true. But what if you throw it like a tomahawk? That would work, right? Yeah, I definitely understand that Axe Blade on one side would make it not very good for actually aiming. Hey, Gong is a half giant. Maybe Gong should be able to throw halberds. Alright, time for a safety save state. I was actually going to check. I can take a look. I do have Shining Force 2. So maybe as my next game, we can do Shining Force 2 and I'll actually beat it for once. You know, it seems fair.
Ha, I knew you couldn't hide in there forever. Come on out, little hero.
Max, be careful. Remember that Kane killed Varios. Don't forget, trauma.
Okay, Gargoyle's there. Golem's there. These are just Freeze 2 machines. Yeah, I probably should, honestly. Because there's a lot of good games available in the collection. I just have only picked up the ones that I knew I would intend to play. And for some reason, I got Shining Force 2 as well. I don't like the hairstyle on Diane's sprite after she promotes. It always looks weird to me. Yeah, people who need experience the most is going to be Hans and Gong. Because they both need to get to 20, and right now, Gong is getting close at 16, Hans is at 15. So it's the two of them who need experience. Yeah. I mean, I made a mod that puts Kane in the Force. It's on SFC somewhere. I can definitely do some chip damage with Henri, though. You punch Kane in the face. Kane's mask breaks. Kane's full-blown in tears. Blue thinks to himself,
maybe I misjudged him. Maybe I found a crybaby to bond with.
Blue begins to follow Kane around like a baby chick imprinted on its mother. $18 damage. Gong is insane. Come on, Pele, chuck those spears. Come on, High Priest, waste your heal 4. They really should have just given the priests at least enough MP to cast heal 4 twice. Like, just give them 40 MP. Why is it 33? The fact that they can only cast heal 4 makes that extra 13 MP literally useless. Hans is not in range.
Kane whispers in Blue's ear, I see a deep power within you. Follow these warriors and continue to better yourself. You'll find your inner warrior shortly.
And then he passes out on the floor. Or whatever exactly happens to him when he spins around and explodes. Vankar shouldn't kill. Nice. Vankar is better than Pele. Confirmed. Game theory, Vankar is the best paladin. But that's just a theory. A knight theory. May's just hanging around. Being a cool friend. Killing these golems is ridiculous. Just chipping away single pebbles off of them one by one. I don't know what Amon should do. Yeah. Max has been struggling. Do you wish to store Blue at the headquarters? Yes. Blue lives his life out in the core of the basement, traumatized once again. I've been considering promoing Max, I just haven't. Yeah. I mean, for now, I'm gonna power ring him and let him maybe punch a golem, but please don't crack. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was planning to, I mean, if I don't promote him now, I was planning to promote him when I got the Sword of Light anyway. So, I mean, there's no real reason not to promote him now. You know, Gong is just ripping gargoyles apart with his bare hands. Yeah, I would use it for Bolt, but I kind of don't feel like Kokishi needs the experience as much. Oh, wait. He actually can use Heal 3? Never mind. I take back everything I said about, well, not everything I said. The healing AI is still pretty bad. I actually didn't realize that they could cast the lower levels of heal. That's news to me. So the mages can't hit me here. I might be able to kill the golem, please? Not quite. Attack by 1, HP by 1. Oh yeah, the heal AI is still terrible. Why does Quick have such a short range? I mean, if the heal AI was any good, it obviously wouldn't spend 20 MP healing 2 HP of damage. This is a good sprite, though. I love the Bowmaster sprite. It's so good. Nice crit, Hans. He knew that otherwise I was giving his experience to Gong. Such a dumb animation. It's so stupid. I don't know whether the Sky Lord attack animation or the Gladiator animation is dumber, but they're both ridiculous. Yeah, I feel the same way with the Gladiator. Like, both of their sprites are super cool and then have the dumbest attack animation in the world. Okay. Against Balborough can be a mage killer at the very least. Yeah, the Gladiators is super funny. Kokichi's I feel like is just dumb. The Gladiators is definitely like stupid, goofy, funny. I kind of want to, he might crit and kill. I kind of want to use the Power Ring and Quick on Gong and let him just beat Kane to death with his bare hands. Okay, I don't want to freeze. I don't want to kill that one golem that Max is fighting because I want him to get the experience for it. Oh, no, I want to see Max experience. Oh, no, he won't level from that. I can just go ahead and blow him up. Did he? I mean, my Kane, or not my Kane, my Gong probably isn't quite as overleveled, but he's pretty strong. Nice. Defense by 10. Defense by 10. Speed by 5. MP by 2. And learn Bolt. Oh my goodness, Henri. I'm so glad I'm using you instead of Tau. 10 defense. What in the world? That brings up to 27. Is that like on par with some of my knights? That's more defense than Pele. Definitely more than Vankar. Henri has the most defense in my entire force right now. What in the world? I've never gotten Henri this high. I had no idea she got that cracked. What in the world? That's normal? I've literally never gotten Henri this far in the game. Usually as soon as I get Domingo, Henri's off the force, because Domingo's like, oh, he's a better freeze user. I've never seen that. That's insane. That's definitely the highest single stat boost on a level that we've had this run. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, but my Henri is usually underleveled, so you have to understand that I am coming from a place of not having a good Henri to begin with. Because I never grind, my levels that people are at when I get to places informs a lot of my decisions and feelings about who I use. Alright, Chrome Lance, Vankar, go in on this Master Mage, please. Yeah, Domingo getting boost is pretty fantastic. Defense by 3, speed by 4, HP by 1. Meh. See, actually right now we've got Gunts holding the bikini. You just can't see it underneath the steam suit. I'm trying to remember who we gave the dress. Oh, we gave the dress to Jogurt. That's fine for Kokichi to get the kill here. I'd like to say it for Gong and Hans, but they'll catch up before we fight the Durahans. I think they called him Yogurt in the remake as well. I'm actually curious. I'm just pulling down my encyclopedia because I'm curious what his Japanese name is, whether it's Yogurt or Jogurt, if he's even in here. Yeah, so his name is actually Yogurt. I have the Japanese Shining Force encyclopedia. I was curious. There's another name that was changed, though, slightly. Vankar's name in this manual is Bangard, B-A-N-G-A-R-D, which is like, I assume Vanguard is what it's intended to be. Although, okay, no, it's the same. Interesting. I like having this encyclopedia. It's interesting. I haven't, yeah, most of them are based on English words. I haven't translated the whole thing or found a translation of the whole thing, so I can't read all of it, but I can at least puzzle out the names, obviously. 'Cause that's easy. I'm on empty level. I'll probably promote her soon, honestly. If Max gets another turn soon, he can claim that kill. Pele definitely won't do enough to get it himself. Oh, sweet. We can get a level from Healing Balbaroy. How many more battles are in this chapter? Does anyone remember off the top of their head? Defense by 2, MP by 3. Sweet. Just trying to determine how much longer I want to go tonight, basically. 2 more? Probably get at least 1 more battle. I'd like to finish out the chapter, since for the past few nights we've always finished on a chapter end. Maybe Lo can finish this? Yeah, sweet. Defense by 1, speed by 9, HP by 1, MP by 1. Ends at the I gotcha. Okay, we might try to push through the end of the chapter tonight. Yeah, that sounds correct to me. Yeah, boost ends. Except it doesn't. Is the next battle long? It's the one up the... Oh, it's a forest fight, isn't it? Oh, blah. Because it's a forest fight and then the fight up the tower. I forgot about that. Well, we'll definitely do at least the next battle. Because I'm willing to stream until at least 1 my time, which is like another 40 minutes. So we can definitely do the next battle. After that, I'll have to decide whether I feel up to doing the actual tower fight or whether I'll call it there. Does the second one suck? I mean, it's a little rough. It's the one with the torch eyes and Steel Claws. Pele being stuck with his power spear kind of hurts. Not gonna lie. Okay, Max still has boost as long as I don't look at his stats. And as long as he doesn't get involved in combat. Oh, they're not till next chapter? Am I thinking of it? I'm thinking of the fight with the Valkyrie. Is that not the same fight? I thought there were Steel Claws there. Oh, I didn't switch weapons again. Oh, okay, I don't know why I was thinking that then. There are a number of fights on similar battlegrounds in this game. Right. I remember the jets in the forest. For some reason I think I'm just like combining those two fights in my head. Yeah, no, that would mean I was right then, that they're at the tower. I don't know, I'm just confusing myself. I'll focus on killing things for now, and we'll see when I get there. It's been long enough since I've actually done a full playthrough of this game that I don't, like, legitimately remember. No. I think I can go in. Vankar's defense is sky high right now, so... Oh, Miss Shayla! Oh my... I thought we were going to the Ancient Tower next. I am so ahead of myself. You're right, I entirely forgot about Miss Shayla being next. I thought we were going straight to the Tower of the Ancients because I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know what I'm smoking. I'm so confused. No, I think I'm good now. I remember what's going on 100%. Ooh, defense by 1. And no cracked halberd. Yeah, it is a really good loot battle. You're right. Now that I've been reminded it's there, I remember it, like, pretty well. I just, for some reason, got everything mixed up in my head order-wise. I don't know how I forgot that she's next. I've watched, like, 2 entire Shrine Force playthroughs on stream recently. Both of them, I helped coach the person playing through the Michaela fight, and somehow I entirely forgot her fight was coming up. The Black Ring, the Evil Ring, and the White Ring are all in Michaela's fight, as well as the Sword of Light and a Shower of Cure. There's a lot of good loot there. That Black Ring is not great, but I mean, you can put on somebody. I don't remember which curse either one has. And the Black Ring is Blaze too, but it is, you know, +6 attack, which is not awful. Yeah, the stunning you is the bad part. Might be worth putting on, like, Balderoy, who I hate. How much do I need for quick? 5? Okay. I'm gonna wait, because I want to quick Gong and have him go punch Kane. Ouch. I'm sorry for not hitting Kane. Bulbs can't use the Black Ring? Who can use the Black Ring? I thought the Black Ring was available to all promoted classes. I know the White Ring is Hero and Vicar only. Oh, yeah, I totally should have hit Kane there. Why did I not do that? Unarmed, flying, and ranged units can't use it. I didn't realize that. I tend to use the RPG Classic Shrine for my information, and I need to pay more heed to the fact that a lot of their item information is not exactly correct. I really need to send an email and see if I can take over that site and, like, fix the information. Defense by 4, speed by 2, HP by 4. No, Bolt 2... Yeah, Bolt 2 is the evil ring. Or no. No, that's right, it's Bolt 3. There's so much to remember about this game. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I agree. I use it for reference all the time. I just wish it was entirely correct, because it's one of the easiest places to find the exact information you want quickly. It's like some of the other SF1 guide sites aren't bad, but they're just a bit more of a pain to navigate, at least to me. I don't really want Max to fight Kane yet. It seems like a bad idea. Kokichi, though. The halberd didn't crack, so I can use it again. That should kill the priest and get a little tiny bit of damage on Kane. Oh, that's not a tiny bit. That was actually good. Oh, okay. Please don't do anything crazy. Ah. The number of times I've gotten doubled and crit this run, I honestly thought that was the end of Max. After a death earlier tonight, I am just terrified anytime something goes for Max. And now he got hit, so he lost the boost. So now I just need to murder this Durahan. Yeah, I didn't think about the Durahan moving. Okay, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. And then Henri can finish that. I should just blaze. Yeah. I'm only doing this because I don't want to risk my attack missing and somehow getting outturned by the Durahan. Attack by 1, speed by 4, HP by 4. Otherwise I would have attacked and saved the MP, but I just didn't want there to be any chance of getting outturned. Don't. Oh. I was going to be upset if he just killed May there. Okay, Balbaroy can attack. He certainly can attack. Balbaroy performs one of the attacks of all time. Amon. Max is going to escape out of here in a second, but we're going to power up Gong. I'm committed to punching Kane to death. No crack. Nice. Pele still needs healed. Yeah, it would be nice if the diesel animation was a little bit better. But it's fine. Scythe. Scythe. It's like a grown-up sickle. Babies. I'm thinking I haven't seen the SF2 diesel animation. Inflicts 2 damage on the Kane. Alright, how much can we punch for? Hey, 19. Not bad. And our halberd still hasn't cracked, so we can use that again. Nice. We're getting pretty good item luck. Been getting pretty bad Hans luck. Max is just gonna chill for now. Henri, Blaze 1, just so we have enough to cast again. I do wish SF1 had a MP recovery item. I think SF2 has one, right? It's a fairy tier or something? Something along those lines. Attack by 2, defense by 2, speed by 2. And now Gong should be able to punch his mask off. Take this. Hey! Gotcha.
Oh, my mask is breaking.
Hope you don't have epilepsy.
Where am I? I remember now. Dark Soul masked my face to control me. What have I done? He even made me fight you. Forgive me, Max.
Gong made Kane's ears ring there. The quick spell ends. Speed defense levels return to normal. The boost spell ends. Attack level returns to normal.
It seems that Dark Soul's behind all the evil afoot. Stop him and it all ends. In any case, let's take another look at this village. Check the shrine again.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen, that the buffs fell off after the fight ends and it interrupts. It's like between Kane and Nova talking. Oh, really? Like you killed Dark Dragon and died to like poison or something? That's the only way I can imagine that happening. Or dying to a curse. This door will open only for 2 heroes. Curse, yeah. That makes sense. That's pretty great.
Please, Max, come with me to the door. We must stop Dark Soul at any cost. I want revenge for what he has done to me. We must keep that manual from him. He might learn to play the game.
2 heroes. I have waited long for such as you. Gotcha, that makes sense. Probably.
Oh, Kane, feeling more like yourself now, are you? This is the end, Dark Soul. Max, get out now. He'll only be destroyed if you stay. I can't let Max go. Now that I have what I wanted, I've no further need of him. For you see, dear friends, I have both the key and the manual. Dark Dragon will soon be free again. Go, Max, run. I'll deal with Dark Soul.
No. No. Sadness. Nothing is unusual though, guys. Nothing. Again, another place where it's like just a line or two of flavor text, something. You got a big old statue with a crystal ball, like there's gotta be something to say about that. Wait, no, I don't go this way yet. This is the battle. I have to go back to town, question mark? I'm trying to remember what exactly is next. I should go buy a Chrome Lance while I'm thinking about it. Gotcha. I'm just gonna buy that lance for Pele real quick. Ernest, you hold it for a second. Yeah, it's fine. Just gonna sell. Is it Ken was still holding a bronze lance? Nobody needs that. Okay, give this chrome lance to Pele. Take the legs, I guess. I don't know who to give the legs of haste to. I don't know who cares about agility, like whether it's worth giving to anyone. I'm also going to promote Max.
Yes. Now I can use stuff. I'm gonna use the defense and HP stuff, obviously, on max. I'm not entirely sure. I think I have at least one power potion hanging around. I'm not sure who I want to use that on. So let's see. We're Bread of Life. I just need max to survive stuff. Actually, I probably should grab Musashi and Hanzao to steal their swords, actually, now that you mention it. I haven't missed either of them yet. But I can definitely grab them to steal their swords, I just can't use them. Yeah, I should definitely steal the katana. The Doomblade, I mean, I guess I can give to one of the birds. Since I'm using them, I might as well. So all I've got left is the power potions. I'm gonna leave the power potions for now. The broadsword's better than the steel sword, right? Yeah, the katana's better than the Doomblade, I know that much, but if I'm grabbing the katana anyway, like I'll have the Chaos Breaker, the katana, and the Doomblade to pass out among my 3 sword users. I'm gonna go sell my longsword just to remove a little bit of clutter. I also have an extra steel sword I think I can... Oh no, the extra steel sword is for Amon right now. Because I think Joker's holding a steel sword for Amon when she promotes. No. Oh, Ken's holding it. But yeah, Ken's holding that for when Amon promotes. Unless we have the katana and or Doomblade by then. But we shouldn't, because I should be promoting Amon soon. I guess I should save real quick. Now I've done my inventory management. Alright, backup save. Full screen. I always think back is back to the game, but it's not. So now I need to talk to Kryn or Karen. Welcome back, Max. I told everyone about Blue. Thank you so much. Kryn said she found something in old records. It sounded important. Okay, it is Kryn. Somewhere. I've already forgotten where she is. There we go. I checked the old records and read something interesting. Do you want to hear about it? Sure. Listen, the manual of the seal holds the key to awakening Dark Dragon. He must never awaken. The sacred dragon must keep the manual from evil hands. Also, there's something here about a sword called the Chaos Breaker. It says that when the sword is used at the westernmost point of the land, the castle of the ancients will rise from the depths of the sea. Whatever all that means. Did you get the manual? Nope. Darksoul has it? Oh my, this is bad, very bad. He can use it to awaken Dark Dragon. True dat. Don't worry, he won't get far though. We definitely won't let him resummon Dark Dragon or anything like that. That would be very bad. I think you should go to Prompt first. It's south of here. But be careful, there are lots of monsters out there. You know what I have to say to that? Do not eat cat food. Don't do it. I know it looks tasty. Like some kind of fancy cereal. Don't do it.
Well, Max, we meet once more. For the last time, I fear, as you will die here. My minions shall take care of you, but if they fail, I await you in Demon Castle.
It's a pretty edgy name you got there for your castle. I'm sorry, Cat. I don't really have food for you. I apologize. We got Belial's. Gotta watch out for some boats. Okay, good. Oh no, I might get muddled. It's really weird to me that muddle doesn't work and they left these enemies still all with muddle. Oh, yeah. If you don't know, Muddle in Shining Force 1 does nothing. Like, if it works on you, it does apply the status, which is supposed to reduce your accuracy by, I think, 25%. But during the, like, attack code, it actually skips the check for Muddle. So you'll get muddled, and it'll wear off eventually, but the attack doesn't actually care about you being muddled, which is incredibly silly. Which I'm not sure if they just, like, didn't realize Muddle didn't work, or just didn't bother to change all these enemies that had Muddle. Yeah, well, in Shining Force 2, it actually works, and then Muddle 2 confuses party members, right? I mean, this game has, you know, speaking of Muddle, in the Chaos fight, there is a mage that has Muddle 3. Muddle 3 isn't a spell that exists, so that mage can't cast anything. He's very pointless. So he'll just always attack you physically because his spell doesn't exist. Yeah, a lot of people don't notice. I think that's also the battle. That might be the same battle where the mages don't have their staffs equipped. So their attack is lower than it should be. Because they're just holding their staves, they don't actually have them properly equipped. Shining Force 1 has a few interesting mistakes. It's the same way, like in the Bulbazak fight, there's a puppet where there should be a priest. Hanzhao learns D-Soul 1 twice, instead of learning D-Soul 1 and then D-Soul 2. There's a lot of stuff that's obviously, like, very basic errors that they just must not have caught, but it's pretty funny. And yeah, chimeras are the worst. They didn't have anywhere to put 60 gigabytes, much less the ability to patch it. It's just interesting to me that all these mistakes apparently never got noticed, or were just allowed to slip through. Attack by 1, defense 1, speed 2, HP by 6 is pretty cool. I'm just curious whether it's like they hadn't noticed, or they like noticed or like, well, it's too late to fix it now kind of thing. Luckily, most of the mistakes aren't game breaking. The only one that's a serious problem is the land effect issue. Which, I mean, I could totally understand them not catching. Most of the others don't really affect gameplay to a significant enough degree that it matters. That's kind of what I feel like. It makes me think of, in Kid Chameleon, there's a level where the tile data is super messed up in one specific spot of a map. But instead of fixing it, they just put blocks over it so you can't see the part that's messed up. Where it's like, that must have been the quickest way to fix it. But it's interesting because those blocks aren't in the actual level data. They have a special part of the code called only specifically in that level to put 3 blocks there. Because I guess they couldn't fix the level, so they just wrote some special code to put extra blocks there instead. It's really funny. Yeah, it's super strange. It's the kind of thing you only really know if you've spent a bunch of time modding the game or just trolling around the wiki, which I've done both of. But it's super random, where I'm kind of like, in what way was it more convenient to write new special code for this one level than to just, like, fix the level data? I don't know. I feel like I've heard this game was made on a small budget. I don't know about the timeline. Yeah, I don't know, Pyro. It's interesting. I don't know exactly how it works. It's more of just one of those things that's known. And having modded Kid Chameleon, I've definitely interacted with that level and those blocks. Where just that level slot always loads blocks there. But I'm not sure why it's that way. Your net crashed. I'm sorry. What's the issue? Huh? Oh, Kid Chameleon only has, I believe there's 10 forms. Including the kid. There's evidence that there was meant to be an 11th helmet. Specifically, there's a special helmet jingle for an 11th helmet, and there's a little bit of functionality still tied to it, but it breaks the game if you try to use it. But yeah, Kid Chameleon had a pretty small dev team too, even compared to like other games of the era. And all 10 of them have names, if you know that much about them. They have official names from the manual. Although you can obviously just look them up on the wiki. Defense by 2. Speed by 4. Issue by 6. I have seen the Shining Force comic. It is fascinating. It's really interesting because even though it doesn't really fit with the game, I don't think it's necessarily incorrect lore-wise. Because it kind of builds on implications that are already there. Which I think is really interesting. Because, like, with a lot of the Genesis games that had comics, Kid Chameleon had one too, that's very much not related to the game. And is super incorrect. The Shining Force one is really strange, but you can't necessarily say most of it's wrong. It's fascinating. Ouch. Knight, Rammer. I assume you mean Berserker, the gray helmet with the horns. Axe, tank, sword, the kid, weird green laser gun, fly, spinner, flying skateboard. Yeah, no, that's actually all of the forms. So name-wise, it's Iron Knight, Berserker, Maniacs, Juggernaut, Red Stealth, the kid, obviously, Iclops, Micromax, Cyclone, and Skycutter. It's been a few years since I was really into that scene, so it takes me a second to remember them all. But those are their official names from the manual. I actually, the first day I was doing this playthrough, I actually played through all of Kid Chameleon before I started it. Only took me like an hour, which isn't bad, considering, like, I used to be able to speedrun it in half an hour, but, a little rusty after a few years of never playing it. This should be fine. I should be able to live 2. I think. Actually, like, a high roll of 14 would kill me. Oh, Kid Chameleon is brutal. So the Kid Chameleon world record depends on what category. I ran 100k trip, which... So Kid Chameleon has this special thing where if you manage to get 100,000 points by the 5th level, it skips you halfway through the game, which is called the 100k trip. It's a specially coded thing where if your score's high enough, you just skip to the middle of the game. So that's the category I ran. I would run it in about half an hour. I want to say the world record is something in the low 20s-ish minutes. Now, any percent is on the 2nd level of the game. There's a specific place you can stand, hold down, jump, and the special button at the same time, and it'll teleport you from the 2nd level to the last boss, which is the any percent run, where I think the world record is a minute 15 or something. But 100k trip is the most fun run to me. Any percent is like optimized like crazy and not fun to run anymore. 100k trip is a nice split the difference where you don't have to play the whole game, but it's more interesting than just playing the first 2 levels and the last boss. I almost got the 100k trip when I did my playthrough on stream, but I was like 10k short or something. That play was a little bit sloppy. I think if I did it again, I could do it. Yeah, there's a all bosses run. I'm trying to remember what the actual name of the category is. There's only 4 bosses in the game, and you have to play them all if you play through like normally. Oh, the category is just called 4 boss. I don't know what the time is on it though. Talents at 16, defense by 3, speed by 3, HP by 4. Yeah, there's all bosses, and then there's I don't remember what we call it. If we call it max levels is the category. So there's 100k trip, which I ran, where you play about half the game. There's any percent where you play 3 levels. There's 4 boss where you play the entire game, and then there's max levels because Kid Chameleon has a non-linear level structure. You can play, I think, a maximum of 91 levels in one playthrough out of 103 in the game. It's impossible to play all the levels in one playthrough. So I think max levels is you play however many the most levels you can play is, which I think is 91 if I remember correctly, which is a super long run. That's the only one I've never run. I've done all 3 of the others. I'm not super high ranked anymore, and I don't know I was ever like super high ranked, but you know, I competed a little bit. Any percent, for a long time, I was the proud holder of the worst any percent record because I just submitted my 4 boss run as any percent, and since technically that's any percent, I held like a 45-minute any percent time in a category where like all the times are under 3 minutes. Eventually I did a real run, and I kind of regret it because I kind of wish I still had my terrible 40-minute time because it was kind of funny. But oh well, I've got a real time on there. It's not good. I think I'm the lowest any percent like placement, but I don't really run the game anymore. I was never really good enough to compete at the highest level anyway. Oh, am I only number 10? How many people are on the list? 35. Okay. That's better than I thought. I thought it was much worse. Where am I on 100K trip now? Because that was the one category I actually took seriously. The other two I just kind of ran for fun once or twice. This is a really bad spot for my birds. Number 12, 26. That's not bad. I knew my time was about half an hour. Yeah. Well, not even that it came down a lot. I never had world record in that category. You know, I never intended to get world record because I just don't have the dedication to play that much. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, Bethesda say on, yeah, where the runner hasn't replaced our old time. Because the thing is, a lot of the people who played more recently, you know, also had times back then. So, you know, even though their times have been replaced, even back then, a lot of the people who are at the top were already ahead of me. Like, Winslater and Peaches have held the top of that game since the beginning of time. And probably will forever, because they're the only two who have put nearly as much effort into the game as they have. Although Waxhouse has put in quite a bit as well, I believe, if he's on there. I don't think he was running back when I was playing, though. I hate that I have to pull back my flying units, but they're just not surviving. Yeah, this battle sucks. Yeah, Winslinator used to compete constantly, but he actually decided to quit speedrunning, period, a while back, because he just wanted to focus more on his actual life stuff and whatnot, which I can totally respect. I want to say he was like finishing college at the time or whatever, and decided that speedrunning was taking up too much of his time, and just kind of gave it up as a hobby. With the leaving the door open to one day come back, perhaps, but yeah, unfortunately he doesn't run anymore. Oh yeah, Chubbas is good as well. See, most of us don't play on original hardware because most of us didn't start playing on original hardware. Wins and I both started playing that game and this game on Sega Smash Pack 2, because both Wins and I are young kids. So we picked up this game, and, well, not this game, but Kid Chameleon and whatnot, as kids playing on Sega Smash Pack. So that's what he ran on, I believe. So I have original hardware now, but that's because I loved Kid Chameleon so much at the time that my aunt and uncle got me a Sega Genesis and Kid Chameleon as a birthday gift when I turned 18. And then later down the line, I bought myself a copy of Shining Force 1. So I actually do own real copies and real hardware of Kid Chameleon and Shining Force 1, just because they were already my favorite games. Yeah. The thing with Kid Chameleon is it gets re-released on literally every Genesis collection ever. So it's not like a super popular game, but it's easy to find everywhere. I don't play my Genesis often, but I love it a lot. I've played like the first 2 battles of Langrisser, and I should really play the whole thing. Hans, my guy. Yeah, I've played the first battle or 2, and it was cool. I don't remember why I didn't keep playing it. I think I just got sidetracked or whatever. You guys are awful. I should play through the whole thing. I did enjoy the little bit I played. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm kind of glad that I didn't have a lot of games growing up, because it just made me really appreciate the ones I had a lot. I really love all the games that I grew up with, and it's because I've dumped, you know, countless hours into all of them. Means I've got a lot of nostalgia for them. I contrast that to now, where I've got so many games from Steam and everything, and it's just so hard to find the time, and I feel so much less connected to most of the newer games I play. Attack by 4, defense by 1, speed by 1, HP by 1. That 4 attack is pretty darn sweet. What level's that? Was that 19? So we're 1 away from 20, and then we'll go ahead and promote Amon. Oh no, it's 18. Not quite there yet. Almost, almost. And now we slog through the mountains for 50 turns. Because this is peak battle design. Can't punch a bird. Very cool. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to go play Warsong at some point. I should see... Is Warsong on the Steam Genesis Classics? Because I could probably pick that up and play that too. Attack by 2, defense by 2, speed by 2, HP by 4, MP by 2. I'll turn into an old strategy RPG streamer. I'll just play Genesis strategy games from now until the end of time. Or I guess I could pick up like a real copy of Warsong, but I don't know how much that goes for nowadays. That's true. How hard is it to replace batteries in Genesis cartridges? I've done one battery replacement on a Game Boy Color game. I replaced my battery for Pokemon Crystal. Honestly, if I were going to play Shining Force 1 on my actual Genesis, I'd probably have to replace the battery too, because I doubt the battery's been already replaced on my copy of that. Because for Game Boy Color, it's pretty easy. You just like pry open the cartridge, pry out the battery, and then solder it back in. Or if you're like me and don't have a soldering gun, I just wrapped it in electrical tape and it works. Which is hilarious, because since the Pokemon Crystal cartridge is clear, you can just see the black line where I've just wrapped electrical tape around the battery holding it in. Which is a little goofy, but it's worked. You know, beat the whole game and everything. Speed by 3. It's a little bit, you know, spit, duct tape, and a prayer, but it works. I don't have a soldering iron. Or at least I didn't at the time. Now I know that my dad has one, but I was at my grandparents' place, and they don't have a soldering gun. So, I just made do with what I had. Yeah, I should get one. The thing is just, like, I don't often have use for one, so there hasn't been a reason to. Also, last time I used a soldering iron was in 8th grade in industrial tech, and I burned my hand because I wasn't looking and grabbed the wrong side of it. Because I set it down when I was like moving some other stuff around, and then went to pick it back up again to continue what I was working on, and just grabbed the hot side, which is the wrong side to grab, it turns out. I don't think I have a fear complex about it or anything, but it was... I mean, everyone burns themselves, but most people don't just grab the wrong side of it. I felt so stupid. Like, I was the one who set it down. I should have just, like, looked when I picked it up. I can understand, like, accidentally burning your other hand or something where you're holding the solder, but... I don't know. I felt super stupid about picking up on the wrong side. That's just a rookie mistake. And I had done so well, relatively, with the actual work we were doing in class, but I couldn't, like, just do the simple act of picking up the stupid thing. I can't get to Diane. Sorry, love, you might die. Oh, no, you're good. Probably. It's not. It's not listed on, like, Langrasa or anything. It's just not there. Kichi to 4, attack by 1, speed by 1. Is there anywhere I can get it legitimately? I mean, obviously, it's possible to get it through more illegitimate means, but I'd like to consider at least getting it in an honest manner. Darn. If it's available on anything else, I'd be, you know, willing to grab it, because if it's on, like, the Switch, or any, I don't know what old games the Switch has, $70 on eBay, but I'd also have to replace the battery, probably, so it'd be a little bit of extra cost. Ouch! I wasn't expecting that to kill. I might consider it. I mean, I feel like when I play it, I'll probably play it on stream, so I probably won't grab it until I actually intend to play it. I think it sounds like next I should probably do Shining Force 2 and actually beat it. So I probably won't play Warsong next, but it'll be somewhere down the list. I'm thinking after this, I think I'll play like one strategy game. Wait, it does? I have the Genesis Mini too. I actually have it. That's why I've been playing SFCD on. So I can play at least the first game. So I actually already have that. Getting the second one or whatever, I would have to actually do, but I have the Genesis Mini too, so I actually can play it on that. That's sweet. That's awesome to know. I bought the Genesis Mini for SFCD, since I played Sword of Hagia, but I'd never played CD. if I like end up liking Warsong enough, I might try to track down a cart just to add it to my physical collection of cool Genesis games I like, which right now consists of Kid Chameleon and Shining Force, which, you know, I rank as among my top 5 games of all time. Shining Force being number 1. And I'm not sure where Kid Chameleon falls anymore, but yeah. Because I was like, I want to play SFCD. I've tried emulating it, and it was kind of rough. At least back when I did it. Maybe it's improved now. But I wasn't going to try to track down a Sega CD and an actual copy of SFCD. I'd be more interested in picking up a copy of SFCD if I already had a Sega CD to play it on. But since I would have to buy both, it was just a lot of investment for a single game. I've bought a console for a single game before, but it's not something that I prefer to do. So when I heard that it was on the Genesis Mini too, I was like, well, I have to get that, so... I mean, I didn't get it for myself, I ended up getting it as a gift, but... You know, I was like, hey, I really want this thing. I've not played Light Crusader. Tell me about it. I've never even heard of it, actually. One of the best games on the Mega Drive. Okay. What kind of game is it? It sounds like an RPG type name. Oh, an action RPG. Interesting. I'm not a big ARPG fan, but I mean, that could change. Is that easily available anywhere without trying to track down an actual copy of it? Oh, I do like Gunstar Heroes. I've never actually beaten Gunstar, but it is good. I haven't played Gunstar 2. Gotcha, that was pretty cheap. The main thing versus getting an original copy, like, honestly, the main reason I'm looking for not original copies is because setting up my Genesis to actually get, like, captured and recorded and streamed and stuff is kind of a pain. I have to run it through a few different things to make it happen. Where if I can play something on Steam or like the Genesis Mini, it's a lot easier for me to set it up and be able to stream it. So if I can only get something as an original copy, then like if I end up playing Langrisser 2, I would probably have to do that, but it's a huge pain to set up. Defense by 5, speed by 3, HP by 3. Yeah, because I've run into the same problem. Like, I've streamed PS2 stuff before, but, so Pyro, I think I'm probably going to end the stream after this battle and save Michaela for next time, just because it's getting so late. But I appreciate you hanging around, and hopefully I'll catch you next time for when we actually fight Michaela. I was hoping to get through both fights tonight, but it's already 1:15 and it's getting late. It's too late for me to do another fight after this. Especially a stressful one like Bashayla. Don't punch my bird. She don't appreciate it none. See you later, man. Have a good evening. Hit, please. I mean, if I were going to do, it's not the Mini 2. Which one isn't? Warsong isn't or Light Crusader isn't? Oh, I assume Light Crusader since you're saying Crusader of Senti. Duh. But you said Light Crusader's on Steam, so I can play it on there. Wait, Warsong is? Yeah, Warsong was definitely on the Mini too. That was what somebody said. Oh man. Yeah, that definitely would make it worth it. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably look into battery replacement at some point, just because I should probably do that to my Shining Force 1 cart. In case I ever decide to play through on real hardware. It's more like, I like having it for the sake of having it, because it's my favorite game. But it would be nice to have it actually in a playable state. I've not played Landstalker. I know one of the other streamers I watch has talked about it and said it's good, but I don't know anything about it. I'm pretty sure Landstalker is on Steam though, right? So that's one that I could easily pick up and play. I need people to just like make a wish list of Genesis games that I need to play, I guess. Because it sounds like there's a lot of great games that I haven't had the chance to play. I mean, I know there's a lot of great games. But I'm getting a whole list of stuff that I should play now, and it's going to be hard to keep track of all of them. Gotcha, interesting. Right. Whoever decided that we should make battles 90% hills terrain hated fun. And, like, enjoyable gameplay. Oh, interesting. That's some interesting trivia. XHP by 1. I might just promote Amon now instead of going all the way to 20, but I'm not sure. Just shoot the mage. It's not even the cursor speed, because all my characters are close together. It's just the fact that I have to move everybody 2 spaces, and then wait, and then 2 spaces, and then wait. It's just silly. Beyond Oasis. Attack by 3, speed by 3. Beyond Oasis I've never heard of either. What other types of games am I into? I mean, I don't think there are many card games on the Genesis. I like trading card games, TCGs. I enjoy fighting games, but that's, you know, kind of a whole different thing. So, primarily RPGs as far as retro games go. Like Genesis stuff and whatever, it's mostly RPGs that I'm interested in. Mostly turn-based. I'm not big on ARPGs, so playing through all those is going to be a bit of a genre shift for me. I have not played Slay the Spire. I am a big Inscription fan, though. Actually, like, my whole Steam rewind whatever thing was, like, dominated by Inscription. I have not played Herzog's Vi. Another one I've never heard of. The first RTS. Interesting. I've never been super good at RTS, but I mean, I'll try anything once. I feel like a lot of these games are going to be, you know, play it, see how much suffering it is for me. I don't tend to have great reaction time and stuff. Oh, nice. I've tried, I tried the digital Pokemon TCG a little bit. I used to play, like, way back in the day, but I don't like how the game plays anymore. Halberd cracked. Halberd cracked, Halberd cracked. Help me remember the Halberd cracked so I can repair it. Thank you. I don't want to start next time and accidentally break my halberd. Because I forget it's cracked or something. Kokichi can fight this bow rider. I have faith in you, Kokichi. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Man, they just got smited.
Michaela is said to possess the Sword of Light. You must enter her castle and get it. With that legendary weapon, you stand a much better chance against Dark Soul.
So maybe I'll have to start with Crusader of Senti off that list, since ARPGs are not something I've played much of. I'd rather not get my teeth absolutely kicked in on the first one I play. Repairing halberd. I am repairing the halberd. This halberd is going to be fixed in a minute. repair. Kokichi. Halberd.
2125.
Man, I got so much money in that last fight.
Right, here's as good as new try out damaging game, okay?
Nothing else. Nope. Nope, nothing else. Gotcha. I am the kind of person who gave up very fast on Dark Souls. Granted, I was playing at a friend's house, so, like, I played it one time, but I did not enjoy the experience. I get a little bit salty about games like that. I would give it a shot. I don't know whether I'll play through the whole thing, depending on how hard it is. Alright. Safety save. Just gonna do that again because I'm paranoid. Okay. Alright, and I guess that's gonna be where we leave it for tonight. Unfortunately, not quite finishing the chapter. I'm gonna have to body Michaela next time. So, that... I'm not sure. I might stream tomorrow night. Might play again tomorrow night. And if not tomorrow night, it'll be sometime next week. I'm just not sure yet, because I got a little bit going tomorrow evening, but we'll see. But thank you all for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, and I will catch you all later. Good night.